Hey, hello and welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday. How is it going today? Yeah, I got through my live stream yesterday, and then I watched it after the fact, and I had the two box lights on. I was washed out really bad, and I didn't realize that I could have shut them off, which kind of destroyed my stream. And with this camera that I got here, this OSB bot that tracks me when I have it set up that way, when I would get close to the camera, it'd go real white. When I would back up and stand there for a bit, it would, darken back down. And then I kept freezing in the video for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I didn't time it, but I kept freezing. My audio stayed good, but my video kept freezing. So I kind of killed the stream, but we had a great stream. Got the printer set up, done the first print, gave away a bunch of filament. And for those people that want Ziltech filament, your information has been passed on. The people that want the Polymaker, I sent all of you a form to fill out. Now, when you send in the form, which my wife won too, I realized that he didn't ask what type of filament or your address. So Nick will have to verify that information. And since he has your email, he will email you back probably a form that says, okay, what's your address and what type do you like? I haven't received that back through my wife's email. So that's something that'll be coming. So, please bear with us, and I will follow up to make sure everybody received that once you get it. So there won't be nobody wondering, where's my filament? It's just, we got to wait on the email. But we got a couple people in the back room. We're going to have a great show today. I've got the Bamboo Labs right there printing away, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about everything. And if you'd like to drop in, I will share the link here in just a minute, and you can pop in. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. So please comment, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe. I really appreciate this. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel and Twitch. Really want to grow YouTube bad, but it'll get there eventually. So let's see who we got in the back room, and we'll get going. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Hey, yeah, I'm pretty good. How's everybody?
Hey, Richard, hello.
Hi.
We've got Tactile 3D and Richard from the First Layer up in Canada, and Matt's over in the UK. Let's see who else we got here in chat. Here's a Betty Boop. Hello, Betty Boop. The real Sam Prentice. Hello, Sam. He went live this morning, and I jumped in. I got my phone on my TV. I was starting to type, and the tripod was saying something, and the stream ended, so I missed it. But I guess it wasn't a scheduled live stream, and I missed it. Guy the Jedi. Hello. Muse 1083. How are you doing? And we got DeWitt 3D Tim, and he's eating.
I'm eating chicken from Popeyes.
Oh, I love Popeye chicken. We can't get it over here in the UK.
Their chicken sandwiches are killer. They got the best chicken sandwiches anywhere.
Well, at least he's not on the toilet while he's streaming.
Yeah.
Chicken and biscuits, a rarity for me.
Nice. Welcome, everybody. It's on Twitch. It's on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you checked out my live stream. And like I just said, my lighting sucked, and I kept freezing. It's out of my control. It's uploaded now, so next time I'll try to fix it. I done a test with my son the night before, and I didn't think I thought I was too dark. Now, right now, I've only got my monitors lighting me up, and that overhead light behind me, you can see a reflection on the flag. So hopefully I'm not too dark or too bright right now. I don't have a Ring camera light on me or nothing. So anyway.
I just have a slight camera issue. Keeps dropping on me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what my problem is with my camera. If it's OBS, if it's my video card, the power supply, I'm not sure why. My audio kept going, but my video was glitching, and then later my wife said it went away. And I skipped through it, and I'm not sure what happened. My close-up camera was working good. Now, something really odd that happened when I done my benchies, you guys, if you've seen the stream, when I was doing one of the benchies, the first benchy, the letters on the bottom were kind of peeling up. So I stopped the print, restarted it. 3DP UK, hello. On the second time I printed, I got halfway done. I went to ludicrous mode. The head completely kicked away from it, and it was printing over here. Not sure why that happened. It's like it jumped the belts or something. I didn't check the tension with the screws on the back. And then I talked to Liam because he's had trouble with his P1P. And Liam said, well, hey, why don't you do a big cube? So I done a 60 millimeter cube, and it's kind of hard to see, but about a third of the way up, I was in regular mode. I forget what you call it. And then I went to, I sped it up. I wrote down this mode. Standard mode. Okay, I was in standard mode, then I went to sport mode, and then I went to ludicrous mode this last section. And it done perfect until it got to the top layer. Not the first layer. Not the first layer, the top layer. But yeah, I didn't increase temperature. Now I assumed that Bamboo Labs when you pick their preset mode, it would automatically increase the temp based on your initial temperature, but it didn't. That looks like hell. It's really rough. The printer was dragging like on sandpaper, basically, so I had to stop it. So, and I seen another video, I forget the channel, but when he went to ludicrous mode, he kicked the temp up to like 245 from 220. So I'm assuming that's what's wrong. So then I done another cube, and this cube here came out perfect on all sides. I just done it in standard mode, printed perfectly fine. And then I wanted to print a Betty Boop for my wife. So I got on printables, and I found a Betty Boop file, and I picked 4 different colors, checked it in the slicer. It has a black rim that goes all the way around it and a black bottom. Well, it started going black on the colored part, so I stopped the print. Why is it doing that? And then I realized it's basically doing every color in one layer, then it comes back and does every color in another layer, then another layer, and eventually when it's done, it will look nice, it'll look right. I assumed it was just going to do the edges in black and then all the colors, and it would keep just doing the perimeter, but it's not. It's doing a whole layer in each color. So I guess that's just the way it was designed or sliced. And that's the back side. So anyway, what are you guys up to? What's going on? Whoever wants to talk, just go for it.
Well, I've been printing some keychains with my logo on it.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go on a book. I'm going on a book fair, and I will be the only 3D printer there because I do print some stuff for book people, like those little hands,
Bookmarker hands?
Yeah, bookmarker
nice.
hands.
I like
Those are
that.
cool.
I sell them for like £5 a pop. I even engrave them if you want them to, like with something and change the color. So this will be PLA and this will be resin.
Why is that still on? I thought I turned that off.
So
You guys didn't tell me. Didn't I have that turned off a while ago?
Jerry, you want to turn that banner off?
Yeah. Tripod.
Oh,
I'm getting raided by tripod. I forgot I changed my sound. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. How are you doing today? And we got Rob Meek in the back room, guys.
Hey,
Rob.
yeah.
hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Tripod. I hope you had a great stream, Tripod. Thank you for rating over on Twitch. Those of you on YouTube, Twitch has the ability, when you leave a channel, you can raid another channel, and he was nice enough to raid me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the follow, Construction 360. I appreciate it. Welcome, Raiders. Yeah, my name is Jerry with 3DHP, and each and every Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, I go live here from Las Vegas. We have up to 10 makers at a time on stream. We talk about 3D printing, laser, CNCs, resin, painting, cookies, all kinds of stuff. And this is kind of what we do. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch right now, so thank you very much. Consider following. San Antonio, hello. Hi, Denny. How you doing, Denny? Larry Russo, hello. How's the new hot rod? It's printing right now, and it's right behind me, and so far, so good.
Yeah, we can hear it.
It's not that loud. People complained about how loud that printer is. Okay, I'm getting older. Maybe I have a hearing problem. It's not that bad. Rob, my wife thinks it's loud, but it's not that bad.
What was loud?
Did you just say your wife was loud?
No, I'm loud. She's not that loud, but I'm usually old. How you feeling, Rob? You all better?
I'm not all better, but I'm getting better.
Good.
Yeah.
So I know you have Rocky Mountain spotted fever. You got bit by a tick or something, and it almost killed you, I think.
That
We know
one,
you had
yeah.
a few ticks. You know?
Yeah, no, I was back in the ER earlier this week, but I'm still up and kicking, so yeah.
From a tick?
From a tick bite, yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Tick can
imagine
be very
something that
dangerous.
tiny. Holy crap.
Those guys,
You know-
those little things, they'll give you, what is that called?
I'd rather, if I have the choice between bitten by a tick or a rattlesnake, I choose the rattlesnake.
I would do the same thing too.
Welcome. I got to interrupt again. Welcome, Raiders. Zolan is raiding with 7 people. Welcome. Thank you for raiding.
Wow. 2 raids.
Great stream, Zolan. Hope you're doing well. And I just went through all this with the last raid. My name is Jared from 3DHP. I stream each and every week, Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, and I have up to 10 people at a time on screen. And usually they don't get to talk because I'm running my mouth too much. But yeah, I stream on YouTube and talk about lasers, painting, resin printing, a little bit of anything and everything. And yesterday I done a live stream with the Bamboo Labs. My video kept freezing at the beginning of the video, and my lights were too bright, and it kind of washed it out, and it really disappointed me when I watched it later, and the video quality wasn't where I wanted it to be. So right now I have no lights on, just my monitors lighting me up. That's what I should have done yesterday.
Hey, you always can do take two, Put everything back into the box and take two unboxing.
My wife told me that it looked too bright, and I should have kicked off some lights and not realizing what too bright was. But she was watching on a cell phone and not a TV, and yeah, it was too bright. But when I backed up, the camera would readjust, and then it would dim down. So
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And we gave away 8 rolls of filament, so that was cool.
Now, like Kit Skyfire says, where's Liam's stand-in cardboard cutout?
Yeah. Liam is at a swim meet with his son today, and he won't be home until 8 o'clock his time, so he won't be dropping in. I asked him that this morning. Hello. Welcome. He never listened to you. Yeah, okay. I kind of listen.
Tim says he can't hear me.
And we got one more person dropping in. We got Jamie, Homemade Jam 3D. She hasn't been here in a long time. I wonder if she still looks the same. It's been what, a month or two? Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
It has not been a month.
I don't know. We've got the one and the only. We've got the Zolan.
No way.
Oh my gosh! And you talk about me being gone for a long time.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, Richard, your mic is very low.
Turn up your speakers.
No, is it just me, guys, or is he very low?
He's very low.
I can turn him up.
Oh,
Hey, Chris. Hey, God the Jedi.
Now he's loud. Say something, Richard.
Travis.
Hello, how are you?
That's better.
There you go.
That's a little better. Jerry had you turned down.
I keep muting myself because my bird's going off, so
Hey,
I don't want to pollute the audio stream with bird jingles. So.
Well, we got a lot of people here, and I've been gabbing a lot. Let's start at the top. Richard, the first layer, dropped in first. What's going on, Richard? What's new with you? You got the floor.
Well, as you can see behind me, it's quite dark. That's because I don't have the lights on, because it's a freaking mess back here right now. We redid the studio in the past couple of weeks, so we've got a new bench that we're working off of so we can do some builds and do some more demonstrations instead of doing them from here. You can see over here that we've got another new table. This is my new editing desk. And then you can see the blue lights on this side, which are illuminating some of the printers. So yeah, that's I had a disaster stream on Thursday night, where I put together a lac table enclosure for my Prusa, and as I picked it up off the table to move it, it all fell apart. So I ended up reprinting some of the parts, and I had to modify them a little bit, but now it works. It's all together behind me, and I just have to put it into place and make the small changes on the Prusa to move the power supply outside, and then I'm all good.
Nice.
And I just realized I didn't put any brim on my disc. On my top view. On this one. I forgot to put a brim on. But it looks like it's sticking.
Yeah. Looking good. That's a glass bit. What are those silver stripes?
Those are glue strips.
Okay.
Basically, I sandwiched to have better adhesion and get faster the glass plate to heat it up to the right temperature. What I do is I preheat first to 60 or 65, and then once it reaches that temperature, I switch on the start button to start printing, because then the temperature drops down, the glass is at the right temperature, and because I put those heat strips on, the heat gets, I believe, better distributed throughout the plate.
I'm
And it
printing
gets,
a boop. I'll show you in a minute, Rob.
that's why I have so many on. So, but I can see it sometimes. They do make little lines. If I start out very in the beginning, press start, and let the printer go up, and then it starts printing, and the glass plate didn't have the right temperature yet. It will come out those lines. You will see, but only on those lines where I didn't tape.
Nice.
So
Let's jump over and let's talk to Tim. Hello, Tim. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Do you know StreamYard has a new feature underneath your name? You can go and edit, and you can put a white bullet like a title. So you can have your name up top, and down below it, you can type like I did yesterday on my live stream. I put about the Bamboo X1 carbon that was below my name.
Didn't know that.
You can edit that as you guys
yeah,
are
I
here.
saw that.
And you can put that down below your name.
I
You
saw
want to
that
change
when
it?
you were logging
That's
in.
good to know. Yeah.
And then my logo used to be up in the top right where it'd be covering Richard, and for some reason it's not up there. So I don't know if that's something different they've done or what. I don't know. Maybe I
Right
turned.
back.
Richard, thank you.
So I'm struggling with my with my clicky probe on this stinking thing. Like it's almost like a comedy act, right? The clicky probe wasn't working. Got the clicky probe working fine, no problem. Then the filament wasn't feeding. Got the filament feeding yesterday, it's fine. Now the clicky probe's not working again. So I have a feeling I've got to readjust my magnets on this thing, because it's one of the magnets is kind of won't sit properly. And I think it's being attracted to another magnet, because, like some people, some magnets are attracted to one another. So I have to kind of figure out what's going on there and get that all fixed up. And in the meantime, because it's this clicky probe thing has make me going, oh my goodness, I can't wait for the Voron tap. I'm actually printing Voron tap parts over behind me here. So I'm going to get the Voron tap kit that I have that was sent to me courtesy of Zixelter. I'm going to get that all ready and built, and I think I'm going to put the tap kit on this printer because this is the one, the clicky probe on the other one's working beautiful. This clicky probe is being a pain in my click, so I'm going to probably put the tap kit on this thing.
So that was a good suggestion, calling that Skittles. You could call it M&M or pretty much anything you want, because it's a printer, not a candy.
Well, exactly. And then adding the white, I've got some sides going on now. I got the other side on, but I've taken it off to fix my clicky. But adding the white has just kind of really finished it up, and it's a very gorgeous, if I may say, attractive printer.
Very nice.
I'm kind of drawn to it, and I'm weird in that way, right? So yeah.
Isn't it the M&Ms up in Canada? They call them rockets. Something like that.
No, M&Ms are M&Ms. You have M&Ms chocolate or M&Ms peanuts, and that's the little M&Ms guys, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Now there's controversy over that because they're all men and the women are up in arms because there's no M&M female mascots, but that's another story.
Okay.
But no, the thing that we call them rockets, and you call that's those little candies you get at Halloween. We call them rockets, and you call them something else.
They call them Smarties.
You call them Smarties, whereas we do have a candy called a Smartie, which is a candy coated chocolate. Yep. Yeah. The Smarties look a little bit like M&Ms, except they're Smarties, right? So yeah.
And they melt in your hand and in your mouth.
It was you, Richard, or somebody that mailed me some from Canada a long time ago. I don't remember who it was. It was somebody that mailed me.
It was
Okay.
me.
All right.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my story. And so yeah, thanks for highlighting me. And I've been in a much better mood lately since I got my new glasses. Go figure, because I'm not exhausted at the end of every day. So
All right.
yeah.
Rob.
There we go,
How
Rob.
you doing?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Real good. I hope you're doing well. And if people don't know, tell people who you are and what's the baby bell.
Yes.
I'm Rob. My most well-known project is the Baby Belt, which I've got an older Mario model one right here. Just cheap little compact belt printer, like about $100 to make. Fun. You can use fabric for the belts. It uses PTFE tubing for linear bearings. Standard control board, sensorless homing, all that. Sorry, my bird's going off some more. I haven't been wearing headphones as much lately because I've been sick. So he's looking for attention. But no, that's my most well-known project. I've done some stuff with polars and tool changers. I've got a tool changing belt printer back there.
Nice.
But no, just having fun, working on stuff and whatnot. I do have a Discord channel and a website and stuff, of course, for the baby belt and all that. But yeah, I've been less active online lately because I've been recovering from being sick from a couple tick bites, or a tick bite earlier, like we were discussing.
Ooh, Lyme's disease. Rude.
Lyme and Rocky Mountain spotted fever at the same time, undiagnosed for 3 months.
Let me guess. Cephalexin and one that starts with a C. Another one that starts with a C. Your antibiotics.
Actually, no, doxycycline.
Oh, they put you on Doxy. Okay. That's
Yeah.
what we put the dogs on Doxy when they get it.
No, 2 months of high dose doxy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm like sick half the day because I can't.
Wow.
It hits me so hard. Yeah.
If you eat red meat, do you start having gut issues now?
So the old tick virus or infection.
You're cutting out.
Oh. Can you hear me better now?
So what did you say?
The red meat one is a virus, and I did not get that one, but I got the 2 bacterial infections. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. I'm mostly back up and running again, but then again, I went back to the ER earlier this week, so who knows what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate doing that. That's really, really, really expensive.
Yeah.
So let's see what Jamie's been up to.
Sure.
Hello, Jamie, new person. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Not really much of anything. I'm not going to take much time. I got sick in December, like bad sick, and it's hard for me to get back into the swing of things. I haven't been live streaming on TikTok. I haven't even been uploading videos on TikTok, and that was a daily thing. I'm just like in a rut.
Well, things
and I
can
can't be in a rut because I've got a lot of commissions that I got to get done.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
I've missed seeing you on TikTok.
Oh, well, that makes me feel good. I wish I could get back. I mean, I just can't get
Motivated.
Somebody needs to come and kick me in the butt or something. It's just not been good.
You know what they say, Jamie? Just press record.
Yeah. See, there's a difference in just pressing record for men and for women.
Sadly.
And it takes me an hour to get ready before I can press record.
Yeah, a few nights ago I
See,
woke up.
I don't have this problem.
Right.
I'm
Men do not
beautiful
have
all
this
the
problem.
time.
I
You don't
disagree.
need
I have
to
that
shave.
problem.
You don't have to. Oh, he's got the scruffy going on this time.
I know.
Yeah, a few nights ago I had the chills really bad. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I usually just sleep in my boxers and a comforter on me on my bed. And I got up, and I thought it felt like it's 60 degrees in the house, and the heater was 77.
Chris.
And I don't know what happened, so I wound up putting
I
on
know.
my socks and a t-shirt, and I went back to bed. But I had the chills really bad out of the blue. I was fine when I woke up. I don't know where it came from.
Mine was medication related. I was really stupid. I had been taking medication for neuropathy in my legs. I've got nerve damage from these back surgeries, and they put me on Cymbalta and Lyrica, and it started making me my feet and legs swell. So I was like, I can't take this because my ankles were like the size of my calves, and I don't have cankles. But so I just like cold turkey quit the Cymbalta.
Which you're not supposed to do.
Right. It was probably 3 weeks. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
It was not good. And like after that, I just can't. Obviously, the neuropathy is back because I'm not taking anything for it. I can't take gabapentin. It makes me have Alzheimer's. So I'm just kind of stuck, and I know, Chris. I know. Please don't hate me. I've had this model for Chris forever. But
All right.
that's it.
Zolan, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Thank you for the raid.
I'm trying to get the V0.1 working since I threw it across the room 3 months ago, and now I'm finally fixing it.
All right.
And when I say I threw it across the room, I literally threw this thing across the room.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
I remember when you built that and you had all kinds of problems with, I think, the hot end or something on it. You're having issues.
Yeah, I'm still having some issues with the hot end. But when I went to, but I also discovered that I didn't have the Z-axis aligned properly. And I discovered that when I decided to swap out the heat bed, but then I had the carrier for the linear rail fall off.
Thank you, Chris.
So yeah, it's been an interesting ride with this printer. Other than that, I got the Prusa Bear from Sergio up and running. I've got the longer K1 finally up and running. I've got a green screen behind me finally.
Mm-hmm.
Just been busy getting things ramped back up so I can start doing some more streaming.
Okay, how come on most green screens I usually see an outline of your body and it's all fuzzy? How come I'm not seeing that with your layout? I'm not seeing in and out.
Because I actually took the time to make sure the lighting on the green screen was even.
I see. Okay. Because other ones that are computer generated, they kind of fuzz out. And if you have an actual green screen.
Oh, no, this is here. Where is Razor?
Because I have enough.
I'm going to talk to you about that sometime. But I have a green screen and I would love to use it.
On Amazon, I bought huge blankets that cover a complete bedroom with green screen.
Yeah, mine is huge. I've got a black, a white, and a green.
Yeah, that's what I have there.
Yep. I have an actual green screen behind me. I played with the settings and everything, so that way I can not have that border.
That looks really good.
It's cool, though, that you have, like, when you put it back to your green screen, you can see that there are, like little saggy and the wrinkles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Not being ironed, and you can't see any of that.
As long as you have dark spots on it, you got plenty of lighting on it.
Right. So I got a spot here that comes down and hits the table. I got the window here. So this side over here, every now and then you'll get a faint hint of it in my video because it's too bright. Over here, way back in the distance, I have a giant light box that's pointed towards me as well. And it's more pointed off to the side over here, so that way my green spectrum, the only part I have an issue with is this part right in here.
And then in OBS, what do you do in OBS as far as for your body?
So in OBS, on the camera, I applied an effect filter of chroma key.
Okay.
And I set the key color type to green manually. I adjusted it, actually. I did the color picker to get the most uniform green, and then I turned my similarity up to 400, and I dropped my smoothness down to 80, and that's what makes it so I don't have the weird little computerized, digitized border going around me.
Okay, looks good.
I'm gonna have to get with you about that. And you've got your one camera pointing at you and your other camera pointing at whatever you want to, all in the same scene.
Yes. So this is my top-down camera is a phone, and this camera is a Razer 4K camera. And when I'm going to be moving around, that's when I'll bring up the tiny OBS 4K I have.
Okay.
It looks really cool. I would like to paint.
I wanted to get something that wasn't quite as busy with all the Twitch overlays, but where people could see what I'm actually working on.
Yeah,
and yet still see me.
I would like to paint and do it that way.
Do you realize I don't have to clean up my shelves behind me? I can just bring in the material, make a light frame, stretch it, and I can have a different background. I can have a giant band or something.
Yeah, here.
I wish you weren't so far away, Jerry.
Yeah,
it's a mess behind it.
I was a reseller for Yesker that has the lighting kits. It's got the lights with it, the backdrops, the stands, everything.
on Amazon or your garage years ago. Remember you or your dad had those floodlights that they have a bulb in them and they're silver and they got a clamp handle?
Yeah.
That's what I've got over here. I've got one here. I've got a whole package, actually, including tripods to hold the green screen if I want, instead of having it clipped above me.
I have 5 or 6 of those, and I bought lighting bulbs for them they're special bulbs, because when I first got into VR, I wanted to film myself in the game. I bought a third controller for my Vive, and I wanted, instead of you just seeing me in a room doing nothing with controllers, you'd actually see me in the game holding the gun. And I was going to film that, but I never did. That's why I bought enough green screen to cover a bedroom. And I had mounts on the walls, and I had a completely tart, but I never did follow up on it. I got into 3D printing, and everything went to hell.
Yeah, y'all don't want to see me playing with VR.
When I was playing Elite Dangerous and I had the green screen set up in VR, I actually positioned myself with the top-down camera, so you would see my actual flight controller in the game, and my hands in the game.
Very cool.
Cool.
But right now, it's just my goal this year is to get every single one of my printers either up and running or sold. If they're not going to work, I don't want them in my house anymore.
I've sold a lot of printers, 2 resin printers, and matter of fact, a guy came out to look at my 2 trees laser. I wanted $180 for it. He wound up wanting to buy the Congrow for $220 with all the bells and whistles, and I sold him my resin printer. It's like, okay, if I buy both, what kind of a deal will you give me? I wanted $300 for one, $220 for another, which is $520. I said, well, how about $480? And I had to come down to $460, but I sold both of them. So it worked out.
Well, I really want the Bamboo Carbon X1. So, I'm joking when I say this, but any of you who own that printer right now, I hate you.
I just wish they were larger.
Well, how about the P1P? I have one of those.
No,
you don't hate those
I need
right?
I want the AMS. That's one of the reasons why I want the Bamboo.
Yeah, well, with a P1P, you can put AMS2 on.
No.
Richard,
give me the all-in-one.
Lasers?
What's that?
No. I have the Otur Laser Master 3 10-watt diode laser. Then I have the X-Tool 10-watt diode laser. I still have the Atom Stack and the 2 trees, which I have up for sale.
I thought you had a CO2 laser.
Yes, I have a K40 CO2 laser. That only does an 8x12. It'll do pretty much anything and everything that's a small area. When China invented those years ago, they were done for making rubber stamps of some kind, gotcha. And then they repurposed them and used them. Yeah, I still have that, and I'll probably always have it. I wish it was much bigger. It's not, but for what it is, it works great.
I've still got my Otur, and I think that's the only laser I'm ever going to own.
Mm-hmm.
I have up there on my in the loft right now is my what's the name of it? It's the Otur Athero or whatever. The cantilever laser. That's what I've got up there. But I need to get a CO2 because I want to cut. Actually, I need a fiber laser because I want to cut metal.
Here, let me share a screen real quick. People, Chris Mink was wondering what I was printing right now. That's what I'm currently working on for my wife. I went to Printables. I found a 4-color file, and I set it up in Bamboo Labs. And unfortunately, it has a black border around it, and it doesn't. With this file, it's not just doing a black border. It'll completely print her like you see there. Well, actually, it's done now. It's 99%. As it does, each layer completes it, and then it starts over, makes everything black again, and then it rebuilds up each layer on top of itself until it gets to proper thickness that the file was designed at. But when I I guess it's done. I'll be able to show you here in just a second. And I put a micro SD card in the printer, and I ordered a 64 off Amazon. Or is it, 256 or 64, I forget. But take a look at that in a second. Let me look on Amazon. What in the hell was it I just ordered?
You got a problem.
Tim, you have a P1P you print with multiple colors, or you have this what they call that thing again? The box.
MMU. I have a P1P right here with an AMS on top.
Yeah, MS. Yeah, that's what I want to get. The MMS.
The AMS.
AMS. Sorry.
The Bamboo Lab AMS.
I got to mute.
Automatic material system.
Yes.
Okay. I got to finish taping. I got to tape this.
Lily.
I'm making a video of it.
One of my coworkers bought
They
the
can hear
bamboo
it.
expert
Where's
card.
that
Hey,
gorgeous
Betty.
lady you haven't seen in a long time?
Just a second.
Oh, and I did forget to mention, I have 4 5-week-old puppies and 10 3-week-old, 3 or 4-week-old puppies,
Aw.
Oh,
or
my
6.
goodness.
I mean, so I got a total of 10 puppies on the ground right now.
Wow.
I should have baby raccoons pretty soon.
Yes, you
Yeah,
should.
Congratulations.
They're coming around, but they're like slowly coming earlier. It was almost all winter. It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when they were showing up. So I mean, nobody wants to watch a live stream at 2 or 3 o'clock in the
Oh.
morning.
Do you have eggs, chickens?
I do not.
Okay.
Wish I did. Wouldn't be
No,
paying
you don't
$6
right now.
for eggs.
You don't right now because my chickens have not laid eggs since September.
Yeah, they'll slow down in the wintertime. I had
No,
chickens the whole
no,
time
no,
I
no,
was
no.
a kid.
Full on stop. This is my second flock. This is the first time that they have ever stopped laying in the winter.
Wow.
And a
Maybe it's 'cause we're
lot
having a
of people
crazy
are
winter.
a
You
lot of
live
people
close
are
enough to
having the
me.
same
You know what kind of
issue.
weather we're having. 70 degrees one day
No,
and 20
Jamie,
degrees the
this
next.
this is a global issue with
Hi,
anybody who
Betty.
feeds food from Purina.
That what now?
Everybody who's having issues with their chickens not laying eggs right now, the majority of them, including myself, have been buying their chicken feed from Tractor Supply.
That's gorgeous.
Oh.
Now, when I stopped it earlier, see how it's all black? I'm like, what in the hell is it doing? It's because the bottom is black and the perimeter of her is black. It was doing a complete black layer. So it basically reprinted the same thing over and over and over until it got to the thickness it was designed at.
Babe Boop's happy.
And the reason I muted my mic and speakers, I'm going to make that a video, and I can't have all the background noise.
Babe Boop 45 's happy now.
It looks awesome.
Wow.
Oh, that's
looks
incredible.
nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's as gorgeous as the young lady behind you.
Look at how fast I painted it,
Thank
guys.
you, Richard.
I painted something really fast.
Yeah, that's how you and Matt need to paint.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
No, not you. Matt and Liam.
Astro Friender, yes.
Yeah, I paint just not as much as I should. There you go. Very cool. And on top of that, here's a little tiny purge tower for that, which is the same height. It's the same height as the model because it's doing a time lapse.
Oh, it looks
I think at least it should have been. It done a little
Yeah,
purge,
why was it?
Does
Why
she have
did it use the poop chute?
and it used a poop chute.
Wow.
That's
You're
not
always
bad.
going to get a purge
So
tower
there's
regardless.
potential for a lot
No,
of filament to be used up that's waste.
the
Yeah.
bamboo, the bamboo slicer, you should not need a purge tower.
Well, I've
It
seen
should be
most of the
purging.
videos I've seen that are multicolored. There's always something behind them where it's building it, and the poop chute. Why? I don't know. Hello, tripod.
Yeah,
Happy birthday,
Hey,
tripod.
tripod.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey,
Happy birthday,
tripod.
tripod.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, John.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday, tripod.
Tom Taylor, that is exactly what I was talking about.
Happy birthday to you.
Everybody wish tripod a happy birthday in chat.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Miserable birthday.
All the women have to sing it like Marilyn Monroe did to the president.
No.
No.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday
dear
to
tripod.
you. And that's it. That's all that. Because I spent that money that my mama gave me for singing lessons. Do you not have a co-op near you, Zolan?
That's good, actually.
Oh.
I don't know what's up with the nose. I got to see the file.
She doesn't have very big nose.
Oh, he left, didn't he?
Jamie, what did you say?
I said, do you not have a co-op near you?
Where's her bracelet?
I do actually have an AG store of Cantrells. I need to get hold of them and see if I can get feed from them.
Did you see what Mayhem? No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Today, I just gave them, instead of giving them their normal chicken feed, I gave them bird feed, black sunflower bird feed. So hopefully that'll work.
That's all?
Yeah. I buy everything.
So there's
My
something in
raccoon
the
food,
food, in the chicken food,
everything
in the
from the
chicken
co-op.
feed inside?
It's so much cheaper.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been switching their chicken feed to things like goat feed or something else, and suddenly they're getting eggs again.
Well, you know, it makes sense.
Big Mike, hello.
I would read that, Jerry.
Big Mike's son just letting you know. Oh, no.
What?
Sorry to hear that.
Man.
Sorry to hear that, Big Mike.
Oh crap!
Oh.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear
man.
that. I only knew him in chat, but he was on my streams a lot, and yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My condolence.
Yeah, most people online, I recognize the name Big Mike in their chats. He's donated a lot to me in the past.
Yeah. It was
Real
a nice
nice.
bloke. Damn. Yeah, I had some bad news this week too. I had to put my dog down, and
Yeah. So sad.
Yeah, I read that.
Sorry, Matt.
that's not as bad as what he's going through, but
No,
No, but-
unfortunately, I know what he's going through because my dad died on December 3rd.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that, Zolan. My goodness.
let's have tomorrow. You know, I
Part
always.
of why I haven't been around is, yeah.
Yeah, you've been in a bad state. I saw that. I made
Okay.
this for my dog.
Oh.
Matt, Zolan, and Rob took use of the little white bullet you can put under your name where you can call, say something else. Like you can have your name and then whatever your stream's about or whatever.
Right.
And something I was going to say that Richard told me, I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, when in the past, when I've asked online and nobody knew, when I've made shorts for YouTube, I've filmed them with my cell phone. I've uploaded them into DaVinci Resolve. That way I can edit them and make them a certain length long with different bits and pieces in it. Once I upload them to YouTube, I tag them as shorts like it says to do on YouTube, but then they don't pop up. And Richard said it's because my, 1080, 1920 by 1080 is rectangular and not turned upright. And he says to reverse it and then it will upload as a short, where I had them like you're seeing our picture frames now. I had them turned the wrong way. So one of my videos I did a while back never showed up as a short. I didn't orient it right in DaVinci when I uploaded it. So anyway, because you want your video to be this way and not this way. And I guess when you film them, you need to film them upright also. So don't film them so they're full screen.
Well, that's not necessarily true. If you're filming on a conventional camera, you can film in whatever aspect ratio you want. You just have to be conscious of what your framing is going to be when you take it into DaVinci, and then change that aspect ratio for the editing and for the uploading. Boy, everybody
Thank you
got
for the
quiet.
follow, Mayhem.
Yeah, I was just saying about Big Mike. Yeah, make a post online if you would, if you're still here, Big Mike's son, and I'll share it out on socials.
Yeah.
Or if I see it on social, I'll share it out. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Man.
Great loss to our community, that's for sure.
So anyway, what's going on, everybody? Let's have a happy Saturday. Let's try to, pep up and talk about something. So,
Well,
anyway,
I'm working on
Rocky
a
Mountain
video
Rep
for
Rep
this.
Festival.
let's see here.
This is the Hero Me Gen 7 version 2. For anybody that knows what the Hero Me is, it is a extruder cooling hot end sort of shroud. I've been in touch with the guy who is running the project now, and he sent me all the files, and the files are freely available online.
Yep.
But he designed this little stand for me so that I could do the build on this little stand. And then this will go onto my Ender 3 eventually with an E3D V6 and make my
Almost
Ender
all-
3 a direct drive.
This looks
Almost
like
all
a
my
phone.
Ender 3s that are not running Chimeras are running the Hero Me system.
And how do you like the Hero Me?
Love it.
So I
It
got a
works
series
very
of videos
well.
I'm going to do on it. One will be assembling it all. Another one will be putting it on the printer and testing. And then on the third video, I'm going to be doing an interview with the current designer.
It
Nice.
does get a little convoluted to try to figure out what pieces you need depending
Yeah.
on what kind of hot end you're going to be running.
Yeah.
But when I did my fluid dynamic testing on it, it looked great. I mean, all the air was pointed exactly where it needed to be, about that 1 millimeter underneath the nozzle tip.
Cool. Yeah, please give us a follow on Twitch. We would greatly appreciate it.
Mayhem, I go by TFL-Richard on
Hey,
Twitter.
Ron.
Guidance for making a multi-pick, probably 3 image for a litho lamp. Oh, Matt was reading it. Go ahead, Matt.
Yes, Ron.
I love how
There's
it's covering Matt.
3 different options you can do. Hold on, let me pull up Luban and I can show it to you.
The reason I interrupted Matt just then is I thought he was just randomly talking and I was trying to read a comment. That's why I talked over him.
Yeah, let me switch over to
and
my...
a quick question there, Mr. Ron, are you using Luban or are you using something else?
I think he uses Luban.
Okay.
He's one of my guys on Luban. I'm pretty sure he uses Luban.
We're live on YouTube and Twitch right now. And today, we will not be having a filament giveaway today since I done rolls yesterday, 3 from Ziltech and 5 from Polymaker. But I'll do it the next 3 weeks. So next Saturday and the next 2 Saturdays after that, we'll do a filament giveaway from Ziltech. I don't want to bombard them with, here's another order.
You can do a cylinder. That's a very good thing. You can...
Oh, hold on.
4 pictures on that. Depends of... Let's say on 100 by 200, you can put at least 4 pictures on. 3 to 4 if you wanted to. Then another one is a frustrum. It's a pyramid shaped one, but you have to split your pictures, or you put multiple pictures in. It's up to you. Like you can do 3 sides. That's the beginning. So 3 pictures, but you didn't want it flat. You wanted something round. So, but that's the more sides you apply, that's the rounder it will get.
I don't know what software you're talking about.
Luban.
Evidently, he doesn't use Luban. Thank you for the call, Richard.
I couldn't figure out why I wasn't following you before.
All right, Ron, then on litho.com you can do this. They have the cylinder one, the cone one, and they have several under cone. There's another button on there what you can click, and you right on left scroll and you get different option of different like vases or yeah, they're also round shaped or
mention free software you can use if you can't afford to buy a Luban.
Yeah,
He was just
I'll
talking
put a
about
link
one,
in.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, litho.com is for free, 100% free.
Okay.
So hold on. Let me switch.
Take care, Ann. Have a great day. Wow.
Yeah, let me post a link in the chat.
And that CR10 that I just sold the other day for $200, which was really cheap. I replaced the thermistors on it, and I replaced this and that. And then anyway, I kept having thermal runaway issues. It has a 5015 fan on it, and I done a print in base mode, printed fine. Then I done this little guy, whatever the hell his name is, Pikachu, And as you can see, he never completed that thermal runaway. And to sum it all up, once I 1 second back room, once I PID tuned the hot end, it solved the problem, and then it started printing perfect. So I was able to sell it. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got John from Tripod's Garage. Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hey,
Hey,
John.
John.
Happy
What's going on,
birthday.
peeps? Oh, thanks.
How old are you today?
26.
Okay.
Liar.
I was going to say 33.
Yeah.
I'll say
Ah.
late 30s.
49.
Oh, wow.
No way.
Yeah.
You're older than me.
I would
One
be
more
over
year, it's all
42.
downhill.
Yeah, my wife is always jealous. If I shave off the goatee or beard, she's like, I didn't marry someone 20 years younger than me. And I said, but wouldn't you want to sleep with one?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife
No.
told me I'm not allowed to shave my goatee either because she's already 12 years older than me.
That's mad.
So I'm like,
Oh, man.
today and doing work on some editing and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I was in DaVinci Resolve. I'm like, because I'm retooling my whole editing platform again, changing it around. I'm like, I just don't feel like doing it today. So
It's your
Yeah,
birthday. You can be lazy if you want to.
yeah, that's true.
So
So
I was
that's
on
a free website for litho.com.
I was
100%
on
free.
YouTube this morning, and I seen Sam was on, and I was on my TV, and I opened my phone up so I could say something, and I just seen and the video didn't start, so I drug it to the end, and you were just talking to your leaving, and then that was it. So I just caught it right at the very last second.
yeah, he sent me a ping like right when I got up. I'm like, give me a few minutes, okay? I'm like actually at home. I'm like, gotta let the dogs out and
Wow.
feed them, make some coffee.
Who let the dogs out?
And, yeah,
Tripod.
Not me.
and
I'll be right back. I got to go check my crock pot.
All right.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, that's a crock.
That's another joy of being a woman. Y'all ain't expecting
Did
to
you-
do that, though.
Hey,
Did
I'm
you
a
say-
guy and I use a
Did you
crock
say
pot.
crock or crack?
Crock. Crock.
Crack
Actually,
pipe,
it's the
yeah.
Instant
Hey,
Pot.
hey,
but
at least
I know
I
what.
didn't figure you guys would know what an Instant Pot is.
I know what an Instapot is. I bought one for my wife a couple of years ago.
You bought one for your wife.
I use an
Um,
Instant Pot.
I own 3.
I love
I
it.
make a
I
great
You
love,
wanted
one
one for
love
Christmas,
it.
so that's what you got.
Okay, anyway, I got to go check it. I'll be right back.
If you're still in the chat, Ron, I'm right now on litho.com. You click on plane. There you have cylinder shape. If you want to add more 3 pictures to it, you go to upload and you click on whatever 3 pictures you want. Hold on, let me get my pictures. Here you go. I have 3 pictures right there. And you have to highlight them all, and then they come in automatically. You go over to your model. It should be loaded now, and you have your 3 pictures on there. Now you have to change the size. This one is already 160 mil. That's pretty good size. The height definitely changed to 200. Wow. You might have to crop the pictures too to get the effect what you want. If you want to have a slim top upwards, then you have to trim your pictures more. But also there's a vase mode inside. What is now sphere? I think they might have taken that out. I'm not sure. Circle.
John, you want to add to that comment in chat from Big Mike's son? Big Mike passed away. His son's asking about a diode laser. It's reasonable. I mentioned the Congrow. Amazon has a lot of great ones at reasonable prices. But if you'd like to add to that.
Yeah, it's the Congrow was literally my first open air true open air laser. It's still hanging up on my wall. It's, the stepper motors are outside the framework, which is really nice because some manufacturers put them on the inside, which reduces the overall height. I think it's a great beginner laser. I would go with the Comgrow Z1 and then work your way up from there. So I agree with Jerry on that one. It has the Z height and basically no restrictions on the inside compared to other lasers, and it's a bargain.
Use it in a well-ventilated area, garage, and or have an enclosure if it's in the house, and pipe the smoke outside. And some things are toxic that you engrave.
Yeah, and then once you get really into it, then you could look at like X Tool and all the other ones. And who knows? You may not. That may just be it, right? And it's honestly, it's a great laser.
Yeah, it changed quite a bit, the website.
Is that
you
your
had
website?
more options in the past. No, this is from litho.com. It's I used to go there a lot in the beginning when I used to make my lithophanes, but they changed a lot on it. There's like less options on it, I think. Like you had choices of up here to click a button, and then you had like 10 or 12 more different types of vases and all that. Let's see. They don't even have vase mode anymore. So I'm very... Oh, here you go. They moved it. Here you go. That's what I was talking about. You have different types of vases and lampshades, what you can choose. The shapes are not very good. I have to change the pictures, basically. And the model should come out better now. Here you go.
Hey, John, did you see when I was doing that benchy yesterday, and when I went from sport to ludicrous mode, the head completely kicked away from it and it was printing over here? Any idea what might have happened?
I'm never a fan of changing speed mid-print. So that's why I was trying to say just start it out that way. I don't ever do it on any of my printers. I know a lot of people try to, but I always think that you start it out to print that way.
When he started out at Ludicrous, it would not lay a good first layer at all.
And mine did.
Okay. I'm
so
still using
on my stream. I did both. I did sport and ludicrous. And it worked out fine. So I would just load the bamboo filament in and make sure that your bed is clean and try it one more time. If it doesn't work, then I would just email Bamboo and be like, hey, failed on my stream and failed now.
Yeah, I have to print another one. I just done that thing for my wife, and it came out fine. I done those test cubes, and I added for ludicrous mode on this big test cube. The top is complete trash, so I got to kick the temperature up. I assume their software, which I've seen in videos that it doesn't. When you go to ludicrous mode, it should automatically, I think, adjust your temp, because if it's going to print faster, then it should kick the temp up a certain percentage. But evidently it didn't, and the top of this print right here, as you can see, don't look too good.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly. Is that your cube that you put in there, or is it theirs?
I got off Thingiverse. I got one off Thingiverse, and then I printed a small one that came out perfect. 5%.
Is that ludicrous as well?
No, this is just standard mode here.
Okay.
This one was standard mode, sport mode. You can kind of see a line there. And then this was ludicrous. When it hit the top, I had to stop the print. It sounded like, sandpaper. Like,
yeah.
So
honestly, Jerry, I never go into ludicrous with mine. Sport is plenty fast, and the quality is great. So I really don't push it beyond that with mine. I know other people might be the exception, and cranking out stuff for maybe production and stuff. But I mean, mine's just a hobby. So I typically like the printer I'm running right now. It's low and slow, man. Just like some good smoked beef.
This is my CR10 Benchy on my $200 printer I sold yesterday or 2 days ago. That's the Benchy quality. And the guy came out to buy it. I said, "You want these samples?" He goes, "No, I don't want them." But yeah, I just wanted to print them and show them how well it would print. Little under extrusion underneath those windows there, but it came out real nice. And this one I think was 27.
And my Benchy, this is I still had the Benchy right next to me for. This was the one from when I did my live stream, and that was ludicrous, and it came out great. I could not tell the difference between ludicrous and sport. So. And each time I did the calibration, and what I do now is, I'm gonna print again. I turn off the testing and everything. I just go right to print because there's really, sometimes I may do the flow calibration, but I don't relevel the bed. But yeah, it came out. I mean, yeah, for my live stream when I did my unboxing, yeah, I couldn't tell the difference between the two. So I would definitely give it. I would. Try it again. Try it with their filament, just to be sure.
Yeah.
Like the orange, I think you got the orange and white. You got like a 3-pack, right? Or 4-pack of samples?
One is carbon fiber. I haven't opened it up yet. It's in silver. And then I got support material, and then I got the orange, yes.
Yeah, try it in orange, just to be sure. And because that's, as you see with mine, the orange worked fine. So just to be sure it's not the filament. And then if it happens again, reach out to him because you should be able to print in ludicrous mode as I did on my live stream.
And I ordered a textured plate from them, but I haven't tried it. I've got the cool plate on there. So far, the cool plate's doing fine with glue sticks.
Oh, I love the cool plate. The textured one, I run it with all the scanning and it works fine as far as I can tell. So people will say they have mixed results or don't do it at all, but
and the noise level really isn't that bad when it does it all of its junk. I was running the dishwasher. My wife said, well, it sounds louder than the dishwasher, but it's not that bad. It's not like, oh, my God, I got to get out of the room.
No. My Under 5 Plus sounded a hell of a lot worse until I put a silent board in it. So, no. Yeah, it's a great machine.
Notch at the back.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Ron, you also can change the diameter of the vase if you wanted to by sliding the sliders over up and down. So you can create your own circle basically if you wanted to. I hope that helps you out a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
So what is everyone working
Godzilla.
on? Godzilla?
Well,
I want to do a Godzilla.
I sneezed.
Oh.
Sorry.
So I said Godzilla.
I was going to say I want to do the robotic, the Robozilla, the one that everyone's making. I want to do that one. That looks like an interesting project.
Very welcome, Ron.
You got my interest peaked there.
Who's got your interest peaked in what?
I figured I'd do the
about
clock screen heart locking thing for the wife for Valentine's Day and part of the review for this printer is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. That's the build plate for the Bamboo Labs right there.
Wow.
I mean that is
the main reason that I didn't buy in on that Kickstarter because of the size.
I'm fine with personally with me, Jamie, I really don't print anything mostly that big. And most of the stuff I do print is within the Bamboo Lab size. But the biggest printer I've had for the last 3.5 years has been the Under 5 Plus. And when I saw this thing, I unboxed it.
This is an affiliate link to Congro's 10 watt on Amazon. It's an affiliate link. This is their 10 watt. I had their 5 watt, but I believe Tripod tried their 10 watt head. I didn't. And I only use Lightburn. You can use laser Gerbil with your diode lasers. I prefer Lightburn. You have to buy it, but it can do almost anything and everything. Lightburn's a great program to run with your lasers.
I run Lightburn for everything I do.
Oh, you had the 5? Yeah, okay, the 5.5 or 5. Okay.
Yeah, just about the only thing I print in FDM is if I don't want to print bases in resin, I print them in FDM, and that's for 1/6 or 1/6 or 1/4 scale models. So, I mean, you're talking a base that normally I can print one on my CR10 V2, but like even some of those I have to cut in half and print on the CR10. So on the bamboo, it wouldn't be feasible for me.
No,
now, if they ever make a big
everyone's use case is different.
Yeah,
I don't
very few.
Take care, Big Mike.
Like little things.
Take care.
Later, Big Mike.
Take care,
What's
Big
your
Mike.
Mike's son? What's your name? If you're still here. He must have dropped off. I'm going to go check the mail real fast. I got bamboo parts coming today, so I'm going to go check the mail real quick. So keep chattering away, everyone.
My biggest thing with this Ghost in the Shell model, I love Mega's models because they're so detailed. But this coat, I had to print in 2 different pieces. And filling that seam is such a pain in my butt because the whole coat is textured. So...
Sorry.
No, it's
Hey, Jamie.
believe me. There have been so many times I just wanted to throw it because
Jamie,
I have
did you
2 of
print
them.
that FDM?
I have 2 of them I have to do. So I filled with epoxy sculpt and some Mr. White Putty. But then I tried. Where's my little thing at? I tried making a silicone mold of the texture. Silicone didn't cure because it won't cure if you don't seal it. But I didn't want to seal it because I didn't want to fill in the texture. So what I did was I took hot glue and just like all over, and it got the texture. So now I can make my texture to just blend it all in. But it's just such a pain in my butt just to get it smooth straight. I'm such a perfectionist.
But I think that you get a printer like a bamboo lattice, and you get something like this, and you kind of got the best of both worlds, right? You got a massive printer for the big projects, and then you got one that is for all the medium to small projects that could just crank up the speed. You know, I mean, this is you're not going to get anything more than 80 millimeters per second out of this thing. The only thing you can do is, put a bigger nozzle on there and pump more plastic through it to go faster. But otherwise, I mean, the build sheet. When I took it out, 50 pounds. This thing is. It's just massive. It's so huge.
What is this build? Sorry.
I don't really care about
it's 450, 450, 500.
Okay.
That's a good size.
Yeah, and it's like $470.
No, oh God, that's not bad at all.
No,
not for that build size. Yeah. No,
and it's got direct drive. It has like around 70 points of bed mesh leveling. I mean, it's so that's the file that came on there on the SD card. This little Buddha. So it's like, it was so funny seeing that big build plate and then this little dude.
Tiny little Buddha.
Yeah.
You can make that one though.
Yeah, it came out great. So.
Speed doesn't matter to me. I'm used to like anything I print. Some things are 6 days because you always get a better result if you got something that's detailed like a base for one of these figures. I don't ever print anything faster than probably 60.
Yeah,
and that would be fast.
Parts for bamboo.
This is a 0.12 layer height too, so it's taking forever.
Just yeah, low and slow is what I go.
Right, just like meat and the cooker is,
Because normally what I'm doing is I'll start the base on FDM the same time I start my first pieces on resin, and some of these models have like, I don't know, 15 or 20 pieces to them. So by the time
My
you're
longest-
printing out 16, 17 hours for each piece, your FDM part is done anyway.
Well, that was fast. I ordered an SD card for the Bamboo a couple hours ago, and it's here. Same day shipping. Awesome.
So,
that's
Jerry,
cool.
Joys of
did you
living in a town that you can do that.
do you know if what's the max size for the SD card for the Bamboo?
Online, it's set up to a terabyte.
Okay, I don't know because I'm so used to the max being 8 gigs for forever. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
That's all I had laying around was an 8 gig, an old 8 gigs. So I reformatted it and threw it in it. And I figured, well, my videos might be bigger than that. So I looked online in their wiki, and it's set up to a terabyte. And SD cards get expensive, so I bought a 256. And
that's great. I'm glad that it finally broke the barrier of the 8 gig. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
That's cool.
I mean, I just even my arch right over there is based that plasma cutter right there is based off of Marlin firmware, and it can only do 8 gigs as well.
2608 is what I paid for it.
That's not bad.
What are you using for paints?
Who, me?
No, Jamie.
Oh,
What?
What are you using for paints? What's your go-to?
Vallejo.
Yeah, mine too.
Jamie,
This was done in Vallejo.
hold on.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, that's a good one.
Got a hand lotion on my mouth.
There, you can see it better now.
Yeah, it looks good.
Of course, I'm not finished it.
Need
I've
about
been painting a long time. I actually used to paint professionally for Games Workshop.
nice.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you did have that question about here. So far as I don't have enough height to see the real ringing yet, but
Fine.
so far it looks really good. But we're not going at real high speed here, so we're only doing 60.
Hubert.
And Bear's taking his nap. Right, Bear? Man, stop showing me on the interwebs. Yeah, so far, it's not that heavy yet either. It's this clock spring is 800 grams total. We'll see how it turns out. But the Maker's Muse commented on it. He would like to see 2 kilos on the bed. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen for this review because that'll take a real long time to get that out now. But so far, it's looking really good, nice and smooth. The layers are really, really nice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to back out and let somebody else come in. And I hope you all have a good day. I've got to go and do some cleaning up back here. As you can see, I got all the lights on.
Right.
And go and have a bite to eat.
Have a good one there, Richard.
You
Good to
guys
see you,
too.
Richard.
Take care.
Thank
See
you,
you later,
Richard,
Richard.
for coming
Have a
in.
good one.
Be well.
Thank you. I was in the back room and I wasn't, and I thought I was interrupting tripod and nobody could hear me. I accidentally kicked myself out. When I came back in, I forgot to join. I'm sitting there talking. And anyway. But yeah, I got some, anyway, I don't know. I had some hand lotion I ordered in the mail. I put it on my hand. I went to grab my mouse. It was on the mouse. Then I kicked myself out of StreamYard.
Oh, I heard you say. I thought you said I got hand lotion in my mouth.
No,
I was like, how the hell did you do that?
no, I don't swing that way. That'll never happen. But,
Well, I've gotten hand lotion in my mouth before. I had lotion on my hands and stuck my finger in my mouth or something.
okay.
It don't taste good.
The lotion with the motion.
Oh, boy. Anyway.
Oh,
If life is
go
too
there.
rough for you, use more lube.
Yeah.
I used the lube, some clips I found for my last video for the X tool.
That's amazing.
Yep, I live in Vegas.
So you can always tell when people don't watch the video the whole way because they don't catch the little jokes here and there.
I do swing
It's
that way.
printing. It's printing.
That is a big printer there, Zolan. Look how small you are.
Is that a clock spring print? I'm sure you already told us and I wasn't listening.
Yeah, it's the mechanical heart clock spring.
Okay.
It's 200% scale.
Nice.
I need to make one of those. I think that would be good for. I like to. Oh God, what I do with it? I like to use holographic window film.
Okay. I've seen that before.
Oh, to give the holographic effect on the bottom.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, I've been meaning to try that.
I bought like I think 20 sheets of all different styles, you know, and so I need to do that.
For those of you on Twitch, we've got the drop working. People on YouTube, this is a Twitch game. People can play if they want to, and they can draw attention to themselves or see if they get any points if they hit the snow pile. We've got 12 people on YouTube right now and 21 on Twitch. There we go.
Here we go.
We got Twitch people show YouTube how it's done.
Oh, I haven't landed on that thing in a long time.
No comment.
And if you're on YouTube and you have to comment, you have to subscribe for at least 5 minutes before you can comment and chat. And the main reason for that is to keep the porn spam crap off of YouTube because they're not going to subscribe to the channel, so they can't comment.
Hey, I landed.
70, cool.
Oh, that's cool. I made a TikTok video about a year and a half ago, maybe, using it. I did a pink heart box.
Yeah, that's how
and
you
I did
doing?
it on the lid of the box and on the bottom of the box. But it came so cool. My granddaughter takes everything, so I can't show you what it looks like.
This is the best this printer has ever done.
There you go.
Well, sometimes you just have to show it who's boss.
Well, as I said, I threw it across the room and then I ignored it for 3+ months.
See, that's probably what did it. Now it's ready to work for you.
You scared it. You throw me across the room, I'd listen to you.
Hey, tripod. This filament pack, are you familiar with this? It came with your unit?
Was that desk impact?
Yes. It
I'm
appears-
still on the original ones. So.
Okay, well, I have the 2 in the AMS, but this one here appears to be a cloth bag that I have to cut open, which has a plastic desk pack inside of it, but I haven't cut it open yet, but that's what it feels like.
No. Don't open the cloth bag. It's in the secondary bag, so that way when you recharge it, you don't melt it.
Yep.
Okay. Because it felt, it's got the pretty stickers on. I'm thinking, is that disposable bag or not? But okay. That's
No,
why it's like
the
inner bag is perforated, so air can move in and out of it.
okay, thank you. I didn't want to have to find out and say, oops.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna open up mine. So I have a
Skyfire. Let me see
water
what
and oil separator for
comment.
my
I'm not
air
looking.
compressor
Uh-huh.
that takes the loose pellets. So you dump the pellets in that, and then you have to find a way to re-dry them outside of that. So
Okay.
By the way, on the Voron, the bamboo, the carbon, it has a filament dry setting that you can use where you put your filament in on the heat bed and it'll dry your filament. You can put those packs in there and use the same thing to dry them out.
Yeah, that model that I sliced off of printables, the Betty Boop, I sliced it and then I checked the layers and it shows it drawing the colors, you know. And like I said, I only thought it was going to do the black perimeter, but actually it done every color in one layer. It started over, then it reprinted the whole thing, and it kept doing it on top of itself. That's why when it got to this point right here, I stopped the print thinking, why is it putting black over it? But it was just redoing each layer over and over and over until it built up for this particular file.
Yeah, and Zolan, it's also does makes good brownies like the Easy Bake Oven.
No, I missed that one. I used to steal brownies off my sister.
Let's pop in and see how Tim's doing up here. Tim
I'm
has
just putting.
guys. He streams almost every day. He's on every Sunday evening, building his Voron or doing something. He's lives up in Canada. He works full time doing what do you make signs? And you got a sign shop, right, Tim?
Printing and sign company. Yeah. I'm trying to get this. I'm struggling with this, getting this probe working. So I figure while I try to get the probe working, I'm gonna put my covers on.
Is there any questions you have about that the chat might have the answer to? But I know you ask on your own live streams, but
Yeah. No. Let's just see. Let's see if I get the same error again here. Let's just
pretty machine done a very good job on it.
see if it gives me the same error.
How much do you have tied up in it, you think, if you was to purchase everything?
If I was to purchase this whole thing, it's around 2,000 Canadian, I would say.
Okay.
For this whole thing. I mean, fortunately, this was sponsored by LDO and Sparta 3D. I haven't put any of my own money out of pocket other than for maybe the odd little roll of filament.
Nice.
Okay, of course. Yeah, okay, now it's working. Of course, now that it's on camera and people are watching, it's working.
One of my cooling fans is not working.
Oh, really? On your...
Yep.
Oh.
Part cooling. I got one side's working and the other side isn't.
Trevor from Navarre 3D that I always show his video. He's in the mall in Florida. He has 45,000 square feet, or no, 4,500 square feet in his store. He has to move. He was going to move to the front of the mall, but they're tearing down that part of the mall. So he's relocating to a shopping center near a very busy road over the next few months. He'll keep his store open in the mall as he moves everything over. The space he's moving to has a lot of traffic, a major road right in front of the little strip mall. He's on a corner unit with only 2,500 square feet. So he's going to be sizing down a lot, but he'll get a lot more traffic probably.
Thomas, there's three people here with hair.
Hey, Tom Llama. How you doing?
Jerry
has hair. Jerry has hair, but he doesn't want to lose his YouTube channel by showing us.
No, those are called donor areas.
Hair is overrated.
OnlyFans printer edition.
I love the video. I forget what the commercial, an insurance company. The guy grabs his beard, pulls it up, and he smells it to see what the state. That's a commercial.
Okay, I get the error that says probe triggered prior to movement. And then it stops.
Well, I don't know what I did with my multiple sheets that I bought, but my big sheet is, can you see that? It's got pretty good size.
Oh, wow.
Things on it. And I just cut whatever I want off of it, stick it onto my build plate, and it looks like.
So do you have to replace that every time, or can you use it for multiple prints?
No, you can use it for multiple prints. It doesn't take that off. This is the one I used for that heart box, and then I used it for something else.
Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna need to pick
on
some
my
up.
computer when not in use. But
Right now, my main goal is get this working.
I don't know what I did with that envelope of the other ones.
So you're printing on top of that? That's your print service?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like some people put
Blue tape?
blue tape or whatever. I just stick that down.
The only person I've ever known do blue tape is Llama, but
I done it.
Yeah, I don't use anything on my bed. I also turn my bed over to the glass side.
when I sold my CR10 Max for $500 a few weeks ago, the guy that came out was buying it for a friend, and they have some sort of a business in Colorado or somewhere, and it had a flex plate on. I was explaining to it how it worked, and he's like, "You don't use blue tape?" I laughed, but anyway.
If you're
When
using
I
blue
was
tape
printing-
or glue, you're not leveled properly. Sorry.
Wrong.
That's just
When
that's
I
just
was
what
printing,
think.
when I was printing on glass, I used blue tape when I'm printing PETG because I have literally taken chunks out.
I should have specified. If you're printing with PLA, you don't need anything but your bed.
You shouldn't need anything.
I always use glue stick on mirror or glass. Never use hairspray, which I've never used blue tape.
I print a lot of things. Well, like those LED signs that I make, I print them on the shiny glass side. And if you use glue stick or blue tape, you don't get that shine like what you're after. That's the whole purpose of printing it on the glass side.
Right. When I print now, I use flex sheets for almost everything. But when I'm still using glass, if I'm printing PETG or TPU on glass, I now use the
you pull out
Vision Miner nanopolymer.
I'm not a 3D printing dude.
Yeah, Tom Lama's a retired carpenter. My brother's a retired carpenter. I was in a laborers union. And that comment reminds me, when I built my huge 2-story garage out in Prump a matter of years ago, I bought a nail gun. Sure, I had a framing hammer, and yes, I can drive a nail. But my brother's like, a nail gun? Are you kidding me? Because he built a huge 2-story house just using his hammer, and he framed the whole house himself. And no, I'm sorry. That's too many nails for me. My arms aren't going to, anyway, no. I bought a nail gun.
I'm all about efficiency.
I use a hammer when needed to drive a 16-penny nail, but I love my nail gun.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about efficiency, getting it done faster.
That's not what she said.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we need to hand off.
You guys keep trying to go there today, but we ain't going there today.
Jerry,
just handle Llama.
That's only a one-track mind.
When I was playing with, sorry.
I was going to say, just give Llama a 3D printing pen.
Yeah.
When I was playing around with some of my first auto-ejecting printers, such as the Polar printer and belt printers and stuff like that, it was like a whole roll of blue painter's tape went into the printer for the bed surface.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah, now when I print TPU or PETG, I actually use the uncoated side of my flex sheets and a few drops of Vision Miner, and it works great.
I put Vision Miner
Hey, Tim, you are exactly where I was when I threw this printer across the room.
Yeah.
The head and hands.
Can I throw this one across the room? No. It's something in the clicky probe because basically it's probing and there's something, the magnets aren't making good connection because when it moves, it obviously jars the magnets out of place, loses connection because the error basically is that the probe is triggered and you trigger that probe by the magnets losing connection. So I have got to figure that out. I'll figure it out. I'm just, it goes, this time it made it further than before. So I could probably try it 12 times. I'll get it once, but that's not satisfactory. It's got to work every time.
This is my first and only Voron, and I'm not putting a clicky on it because it's too small.
Yeah, well, I'm putting a tap on this thing, so.
Yep.
I may end up putting a tap on it before I get this clicky fixed. I've got the parts printing right over here. Okay.
Any recommendations for a 3D scanner? All I have is an Xbox Kinect from years ago.
Use an iPhone 14.
I do not have there.
Of the scan
get hold of Zachmon on Discord and ask him. He's got a couple different ones now. and one of them he really likes, but it's almost $1,000.
Yeah, don't go with
Rob's showing off one.
That
I got-
looks like an IntelliSense or whatever.
No, it's a Revo
that-
Pop. It's the first edition one.
Yeah. I got the same one.
I got it Amazon special for around Christmas time because I have the 2 out now. I think I paid like $280 for it, and it does really, really well. I've been doing 3D scanning for a while. I have a one of those old Circlop ones, you know, the 3D printer ones with the 2 lasers and the webcam. I've
So
made
when
one
you
of those
scan your face, since they don't see black, you just got a face in midair, right? Most scanners won't see black.
You just hit it with a coating. I actually sprinkled one of something that it was all black with.
Maybe powder your head, I guess, right?
I used flour, but that works too. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but I might be able to bring up a scan that I did of. My wife has a stuffed animal that she loves, and
Richard wants to know what brand that was.
Revo Pop 2. Well, that's the Revo Pop 1, but the 2 is out too. But the 1 is on really, really cheap now because the 2 is out. And to be honest, the 1 can scan bigger objects than the 2 can. And I got it mainly because I have classic cars and I want to scan them, and I have a large format printer and I want to be able to like make new center consoles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go out and try scanning my Datsuns.
Hey guys, what is Grant's channel called? Because Grant has tons of scanners, some that cost like 10 grand, and he would be a really good person to ask about an inexpensive scanner. Grant's channel, I'm trying to think what it's called.
Grant, 3D Musketeer?
3D Musketeer Grant. Yeah, go to 3D Musketeer Grant, Richard. Check out his channel. He's reviewed a ton of scanners. I mean, a lot of scanners, and even has one that costs like 10 or 20 grand.
Wow.
But 3D Musketeer, yeah. That's another good place to look where somebody has tried a lot of different ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself an expert at 3D scanners, but I've been playing with them for a while. I've tried photometry and all the different methods, and that Revo Pop has gotten me the best results out of anything sub several $1,000s.
That's the problem right there. See how one magnet's sitting higher than the other?
Yep.
Yep.
That's the problem. So now I've got to figure out why one magnet's sitting higher than the other, and it's the same. I think it's the same thickness magnet. Anyways, that's the problem.
It's because you didn't level your bed.
You want to screen cap that?
Guys, I have to pop off. I might be back. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, Matt.
So,
Have a great day, Matt.
Bye,
Good talking
Matt.
with us.
Matt.
Thank you for coming by.
Hi.
Stream along. That's anybody get the reference there? Come on and stream along. No, probably.
Nope.
Zolan, I'm surprised you wouldn't get that.
Then
Come
Ethan,
on, dream along.
you can buy also an app to run on the iPhone. It has a LiDAR sensor on the new iPhones.
Yeah, well, iPhone 12 and up has LiDAR.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm not Liam. I don't know everything.
Streamer. You're nothing but a streamer.
Turning off.
Okay, forget it.
We're Android people, though, so
I refuse to buy.
I can't test out the LiDAR on the iPhone.
Yeah, I have a Galaxy S2.
Android. This is an S22 Ultra, and I have loaded the S10, Note 3D scanning app on it, and it does work.
I've got the S21
Oh, yeah?
Plus Ultra.
So what
But
scanning?
it's not good. It's not a good scanner. It works, but it ain't
Well,
good.
these don't have LiDAR. The iPhone is the
Yeah, it
only
does.
thing that has.
It does.
These-
I had that phone.
No, these have LiDAR.
Yeah.
The 22,
do?
the 22s have LiDAR.
The Note 10 Plus had it too.
Yeah,
I
the
have an
the
S21
S10 the S10 5G, which is this camera right here, also has LiDAR.
It stinks. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good, but it works. But it does have it.
Yeah. Pete Savas, I have an African Gray.
I heard those taste good.
I gotta take off too because we're gonna go out to dinner soon. So
Happy
All right.
birthday, John.
Happy
Bye,
birthday.
Tripod.
Thanks for joining in.
Turn.
Take care.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
to see you, man.
good to see everyone. Stay out of
Hey.
trouble. Keep Jerry in check.
Take care, guys.
Stay out of trouble.
Take care.
We're still on the
Fun in
wrong
that.
crew.
Yeah. Make sure you kick Jerry out of his own stream with lotion.
Yeah.
With lotion.
Let's
Have a good one.
01. Gonna reprint a couple parts.
No, Pete, I was muted earlier because he was going nuts. He hates it when I wear headphones. I made the mistake of letting him out once when I was in a stream, and he put a hole in my lip because he hates headphones that bad.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope.
He doesn't like headphones?
No, it's
Because
something
they-
about.
When you have headphones on, he knows you can't hear him clearly.
And he
Yeah, there
knows
you
you're not
go.
paying attention to him too. They're like 3-year-olds with can openers. Is really
Yep.
the best
Yeah.
analogy I can have for him.
Are they like my dad had a yellow-headed Amazon, and he was the only one that could touch that bird. Everybody else was, you stayed away because them eyes would go like this. And my stepmom was just feeding him one day, and he bit and broke her finger right here.
Wow.
And they're like can openers, like 3-year-olds with can openers.
No, my boy Graham is a sweetie, and we have a thing of peanuts right there that everybody that comes over that's interested in him can give him a peanut, and he's friendly now. When we first got him, no one could approach him because nobody left him out of his cage for 17 years.
Oh,
So it
wow.
was pliers to get the food bowls in and out because otherwise he'd just try to tear you to shreds. And now the only time he will ever bite me is if I'm wearing headphones. And he is learning the Amazon device keywords. Yes, he has added beans and pulled pork to our shopping list several times.
Beans and pulled pork. Well, he knows what's good.
He hasn't actually ordered anything. The major thing he does is he can see the microwave from his cage, and so if we put something in for more than just like a couple minutes, like he'll do the end beep noise,
No way.
and we'll go into the kitchen and look at him and he'll laugh at us.
Yep.
He knows.
It's amazing how they can make the noise so exact too.
Well,
Like,
it's
oh.
not just that. I can hear the different people he's mimicking when he does different voices.
Jeez.
He's fooled my mom. She knocked on the door and he yelled, "Come in," and she came in and looked around for me, and I wasn't home. So, yeah, they're way smarter than people give them credit for too.
And they live forever.
Yeah, like 65 years, hopefully. So,
And anybody that's looking for some ideas, let's see where my camera's not looking at me. Looking for some ideas for Valentine's Day, go over to Printables. Tom Lama designed these really cool little vases. They have hearts on them.
Oh,
oh,
cool.
those are cool, Tom.
And he's got them over at printables.com. And they are vase mode, so yes, they're squishy. But I printed these on the CR10 that I just sold, so print quality came out. Or actually, no, this was done on the Kitty iFast, and this was done on my CR10 that I just sold. So came out really nice. And Tom makes cutting boards, makes really awesome cutting boards. And if he's still in chat, he could share a link to his website if it's still up and running. He makes some really awesome cutting boards. Please go over and check out Tom on YouTube and subscribe to his channel. It's free to do so. He only has like 700 and something subs, and why he's been streaming longer than I have. Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, he's about as old as I am. He's a cranky old dude.
He's cool though.
Oh boy. I got to
Sorry.
format this SD card and I can put it in the bamboo printer.
Sorry, I haven't been super chatty. I've been wanting to redo all the CAD files for the baby belt. Just pull each individual model out and rebuild the assembly and fix all these little teeny weird quirks in the whole system, and that's what I'm working on now. I finally had the energy and gumption to be able to do it.
Personal massager.
Such a crybaby.
Hello, Sergio. How you doing?
Hey, Sergio.
Hey, Sergio.
Hey.
Does anybody like to drop in? Here's a link. We can have up to 10 people at a time on camera. There's the link. I'm currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch.
Hey, Sergio.
Oh, did you guys see they shot the balloon down?
Oh, did they? I heard they were thinking about it.
Did they shoot
South
it down or
Carolina.
what?
What?
Did they shoot it down?
Yeah, they shot it down.
Oh.
And to get it out of the way now, no, it was not shot down with a normal gun. Your normal guns cannot make it to 60,000 feet up.
They
only
shot it down when it was over Montana, like the least populated state.
The only gun that is a standard conventional gun that can shoot to that height is a howitzer.
Wouldn't they have just taken up a jet and went bink, popped a hole in it, ripped it up?
It's higher than a jet.
It's higher than a jet, yeah. F-22s can't get that high.
No.
So have they determined what it was yet, or not yet?
Well, on the close-up camera, it looked like it had all kinds of. It looked like a big satellite hanging below it, basically.
So NASA actually has giant balloons up and floating around right now with with what looks like a satellite hanging underneath of it. But they are literally, 120 to 250,000 feet up.
So it landed in water. All right. Well, I hope they were. I'd like to see a video on what it was and what happened, if they even tell us. But
yeah, I mean, I have my. I don't know, because it did follow the jet stream. I will say that it did follow the jet stream, but it's just odd. And now there's another one.
Over South America, yep.
So, if it was me, I would have just put a drone up to fly under it the whole time, so that if it is shooting video,
sold some ad space on it and put some logos on it.
But it's not going to see anything but a drone if you fly a drone under it the whole way. But it's odd that it did go over all of those bases.
Yep. But we have bases all over the place, so it's.
Yeah.
Now the nice thing is a lot of our bases, they have things that disrupt optics when things fly above them. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I think they have things that disrupt telephones because we have no signal here. I'm about a half mile from Fort Chaffee, and
I want to thank Jared up
in my house and without
on PayPal. Thank you very much, Jared. He donated to
a guy he's from Pakistan, was working at Jack, can you hear me? No. Where was that guy working? Federal Arms.
Can you hear me? No.
He was working at Federal Arms in Fort Smith. This is 9 miles from me. He's now wanted by the FBI. He had a tunnel under his house. They found bombs and
holy crap.
Unregistered explosive devices.
Yep.
This is in my town. It's kind of scary.
Jamie, I live in Oklahoma. I just make the assumption my neighbors got explosives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So
huge
sad.
when I was a kid.
So sad.
I just don't. I don't go anywhere because I don't trust anybody.
Where's the fun in that?
And
here I was going to say, next time I drive through your area, we should meet.
Well, I'll meet you as long as you're not going to shoot me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Pete.
No, we would absolutely come have dinner or something.
Yep. I'm sure I'll be passing through your area at some point. I'm always going somewhere. Oh. Yeah, I had 10 puppies to deliver, and I don't even know where I'm going to be delivering them yet.
They mentioned on TV talking about that balloon or balloons like it. If it was to have an EMP on it and it was set off over different areas of the U.S., it could completely shut down parts of the country. But that's what they were talking about.
Llama, none of the material I own at my house is in a manner that could be utilized as an explosive at this time.
My goodness, Pete.
Where's the fun in that?
Keywords at this time.
a couple years ago, the 4 or 5 years ago, I threw it away, but I was a landscaper years ago, and I had a lot of extra supplies in the garage. And long after Oklahoma City bombing, maybe like 5 years ago, I had ammonium sulfate bag. I still had a bag left in my garage, which I put on my palm trees to get rid of it. But yeah, that was what was used with diesel fuel to make explosive. You can no longer buy it at Star Nursery, but you used to be able to readily buy it. But as soon as somebody makes a weapon with something that's a household item, then they ban it. So the next person that's seen that on YouTube can't go do it.
Yeah, and I still have that letter from the government that forbade me from being able to build Tesla coils for 10 years.
This sounds like it has an interesting backstory.
I got in trouble with the government because I tried to build a Tesla coil.
I had 3 of them running, and I ended up knocking out power for roughly 5 mile radius around my house. And it turns out there was a small military base in that range.
Wow.
Oh God.
I was 15.
Nice little top you built there for that.
It's part of the kit.
All right, let me pull you up there so we can take a look at it.
Oh, I like how the LED lights are reflecting off of it. Anyways.
So is it fully enclosed?
Right? It can be, yes. I have all the panels, but since I was working on it, I wasn't messing with it too much.
That's my next thing. I've got a photo booth that was sent to me, and I'm thinking of using that as an enclosure because I have like probably 40 rolls of ABS that has been sent to me that I can't print because I don't just print it in this room.
I got something tweaked wrong. Whoa.
Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that over on Twitch.
Oh. I didn't realize the lid was blocking that camera. Almost done.
Awesome.
Well, guys, I reckon I'm going to go. I need to shoot some skin tone on these heads. Y'all, does anybody know who Ma Parker is?
Ma Barker, I've heard the name.
Ma Parker.
No. I don't.
No.
From Batman, the OG Batman.
Nope.
This lady that she has me do heads, and then she makes the bodies. She uses. This is like an older lady. I don't remember her from the series, but
Ma Parker was a villainous and enemy of Batman in the Batman 1960s TV series. She was portrayed by Shelley Winters.
Yep.
Thank God for Google's. Okay, I mean, I don't really wonder.
Teaches the evolution and history of Batman at, oh my God, what is that college? Somewhere northeast. But yeah, she teaches this, but she makes these figures and she uses like super articulated bodies and makes clothes for them and then sells them on Etsy for crap tons of money.
Watching the original Batman as an adult, very rarely, I can't imagine how any movie studio would invest money in something so stupid and corny as the original Batman was. But as a kid, it was funny and good. But as an adult making it back then, come on, it was just so stupid. But
and then I've got her seams all cleaned up. So
Lost in Space, Gilligan's Island, everything else was awesome, but Batman was always corny back then, the originals.
That looks gorgeous.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
really well done.
yeah, that's the 8K.
You need a breath mint, dog.
I love Ghost in the Shell.
What?
I love Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is huge. But see, my seam is going to be seen. But and you'll also see it from the backside. So I've got to get that perfect.
Wow, I should print that someday.
Face.
That's from Mega, right?
Yeah. I love his models. They're like super detailed. But when there's things like a coat that is so long that I have to print, even on this huge GK2. Forgot what it was. I still had to print it in 2 pieces. It's the detail is, if it doesn't match up perfectly, and you're never going to match up perfectly with resin. I don't care what you do. I don't care how well you support it. It's not ever going to match up a seam absolutely perfect.
Yes, speaking of Jamie with her heads on a pike.
Huh?
Comments. Chat. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't use resin for structural stuff, because it's never mechanically great for that. Oh wow.
And then this,
It's rum.
this
Oh,
is
cool.
the base.
I've never seen a bottle like that.
It's dark chocolate rum.
Hey, Dusty Knuckles, how you doing?
So I printed this is like an LED sign. I printed it in clear because I'm going to mask off all the little Chinese symbols and then paint the rest of it and then put a light in here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I have 2 of these to do for a guy. That's
Llama, if you are after rum,
Oh.
I highly suggest
I didn't
this
know y'all
one.
could see that.
What kind of time frame do you give people when they want you to do something custom, like 2 months?
Well, this guy, I told him, I said, I can either do it fast or I can do it right. And if I do it right, it's probably going to be 8 weeks or 8 weeks or better, since I'm doing 2 of them.
Okay.
But like these heads, I'll knock these out this weekend.
Okay.
But I mean, I only charge her like probably $60 each to do the heads, and the 2 Ghost in the Shell models are $1,400. So there's however long it takes me, it costs more. But I like doing the heads for her because all I'm doing is the head, and then she sends me a picture of the whole thing after she's done, and she makes really cool clothes, like homemade clothes to put on the figure body, and they're really cool. So it's cool to see my thing attached to something else. And
Hey, Joe, how you doing today?
Apparently, Dusty Knuckles has been doing the carnival parades.
If we're talking about Carnival Cruise Lines, my wife's going on a cruise with her stepmom, here in a couple months.
I did that one time, and I will never cruise again.
Especially not with the illnesses stuff going on right now.
I was sick the whole time, and it was so
Closest to
weird
a
because-
cruise line I've ever done was one of the crab boats in Alaska.
Oh, see, I bet that would be fun.
I got my wiper
no.
nozzle,
No, it was not fun.
the 0.6 nozzle for the bamboo, and more nozzle wipers, because these were out of stock for a while. I got some extra parts. Now I just need to make up a little shelf or something to keep all the bamboo stuff, because if you've seen all the crap I got all over the place, I don't know where anything is. I've got bins, I've got boxes. It's just, I'm so unorganized, it's ridiculous.
Sound like me.
So all the bamboo stuff needs to stay together, so if I ever need it, it's in one place. Actually, I got a drawer I could put it all in. Empty out one of these drawers with miscellaneous stuff and I put it all in one drawer called bamboo.
Jamaica?
Have to name my printer, give it a name, call it something. But I got my sticker put in it, and it's that rainbow sticker, so in the light it changes colors.
Betty Boop, this rum in question is actually a product of Barbados, so you'll be in that area.
So where's all the rum gone?
This has got to be the best rum I've ever had.
Yeah, I rarely ever drink hard liquor.
I did all my drinking before I was 21.
You drink it without anything, and it's really good.
That's why I don't drink much. Is I drank before I was 21 at kegger parties, and I got sick so much, and everything else bad happened. That when I was of age, it's like I drink beer once in a while, and that's pretty much it.
First
I went through a little bit of a partying stage in my 30s. But
I've only ever gotten so drunk I don't remember it, once, and apparently I was 4 years old. Anyways.
Wow.
My parents made Spodie, Alaskan Spodies, and they took all the fruit from it and put it in the drawer of the fridge. And apparently my mom woke up to find me passed out on the floor and all the fruit was gone.
Oh, too funny.
That's not a good thing to do.
You've been more drunk at 4 than I have my whole life.
Yep. Explains a lot, doesn't it?
I blame
I heard a clown noise.
Go on.
I blame religion for me not getting into drinking that much. I was in a pretty conservative church from about the time I was 20 until about 27, so never really got into that scene, and I'm kind of glad.
I was pregnant on my 21st birthday.
I do not like getting drunk, but I do like the taste of a lot of different liqueurs. And I use it as, so like if I do a shot or two of rum, it works great as a alternative pain med sometimes. But it's still not the proper way.
Yeah,
if you're gonna,
there's a level of maturity that you reach where you drink just to
take the edge.
socially, not for the purpose of getting drunk.
What this is for?
I have no clue.
Tape. Oh no, that's a rotary encoder, right?
It looks like a typewriter ribbon.
What'd it come with?
Come on, chat. Somebody tell me. I ordered it.
Oh, is it part of the bamboo?
Well,
No.
it's probably part of the bamboo.
No, he just said no.
No.
It looks like a typewriter ribbon.
No, it's a rotary of some form.
Has electronics.
Yeah,
in it,
but
for
that's
sure.
what I'm talking about. The old typewriter.
It opens a flapper that moves like this, open and close. It's a heater control for my truck on my 2001 Chevy Silverado.
Yep.
It opens and closes a damper. Well, mine's not working properly, and this is the gizmo that moves, opens and closes it. A Blendor actuator's exact name. Yes, Richard got it.
I've replaced
I was
those
thinking that, but I
bracelets.
thought it was for a Ford. Okay.
And it takes time for chat to show up, so you probably said it in chat before I said what it was.
Actually,
My truck was blowing cold air, and you pop the hood. I got a hot line and a cold line, so I pulled off the lines. I back flushed it with a garden hose. Now, when it flows, both of them, one's hot, one's warm, and the Blendor wasn't working right. So I got underneath the dash and popped off the old one. Replacement like $20 on Amazon.
The AC, the internal AC condenser on the big white van needs to be cleaned out, and the only way to get to it is to take the whole dash out.
Wow.
I had to do that on my F-150. The radiator core was leaking, and I had to take the dash out to replace it.
Yeah, that was the van that I ended up sitting in a bank, a closed bank drive-through, so I had some shade while I was waiting for a dealership to do an oil change in Vegas. I was supposed to meet Jerry, but
Yeah, you had to do an oil change, and the oil light came on. I said, pick up the oil and bring it over, because I could have changed it in my driveway and probably saved you a lot of money.
we do it by the dealers, so that way if anything goes wrong, they cover it.
Yeah. Strip something over, tighten the nut, whatever it may be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all, I'm going to run.
Well, thank you very
Take care,
much.
Jamie.
Don't be a stranger. We're always here every Saturday.
I know. My mom has been out of town, so I've been having to take my 92-year-old grandma grocery shopping. And when you're 92, the world stops for you. So
Do you have a go-kart track around there somewhere where you sit in little go-karts and drive around? Take grandma the go-kart track. She get a kick out of that.
she did drive. None of us knew. Somebody couldn't take her somewhere, and she said, I'm just going to go by myself. And we thought she was just, BSing. She did. She drove herself. So
Too funny.
she doesn't need to be. She still lives at home and does everything for herself. But, I mean, she's 92. And has a bad heart. So,
Jamie,
anyway.
I hope you're feeling better. I hope you recover.
It's just getting my head right.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to start seeing you on TikTok again, even if it is without you on camera, but you holding the camera.
Yeah, that'll help.
And
Okay.
remember, you yell to your husband, "Do you hear me?" And he says, "No." Go ahead. And it's okay to keep talking at that point.
I did.
Have a great
All
day.
right.
Thank you for joining.
Sure thing. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Tamalama. Yeah, turkey tacos are good.
Ah,
Also, meatloaf.
I love meatloaf.
Turkey
I love
bag.
making meatloaf. My wife doesn't like meatloaf, but she likes meatballs. So there's only a few spices that are different. So if you like one, you should like the other. She doesn't like the idea of the whole meatloaf itself. And then you cut it, slice it, put a lot of ketchup on it. I love making meatloaf.
Yeah.
I hate turkey.
Love turkey.
It's healthy. And
a lot of
if you-
a lot of the American farms use coriander in their turkey feed. Coriander's related to cilantro, and I can taste it.
Well, my wife doesn't buy Butterball turkey at Vegemite. 'Cause
Yeah,
she doesn't
turkey
like
to me tastes like it's been washed in soap and not rinsed.
Yeah. It might be just because you're getting that crap Butterball stuff.
No, any turkey.
Oh,
Wild turkey and small farm doesn't bother me. It's the commercially produced stuff that
Well,
does.
drink first, so on, have a good buzz going, and then eat it. You'll be fine.
Nope. Actually, I tried that once and I ended up throwing it up.
oh yeah.
Wow.
No, that would ruin it for me.
It sucks too, because my wife, she loves cilantro, but she can't cook with it because I can't eat anything with it.
And I knew when I showed this on a 3D printing stream, automatically you're thinking 3D printer related. So anyway.
Almost done. 8 more minutes maybe. And it's pretty.
What are you printing, Zolan?
Calidragon, because it's the first print on this printer since I got it working again.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And Jesse Premium PLA Neon Pink.
Nice. Yeah.
Fish tacos are really good.
I got some really nice filament from Earth. My sister and parents all know that, like, oh, just buy them filament, it's something safe. So they went and got like the discount, you know, not the Alien 3D guy, but the guy was next to him at Earth. I forget what was his name.
I didn't make it to Earth this year. Or Murph.
He's paired with Alien 3D now. But my sister spent, like, I think it was exactly $100, and it took 3 trips to carry it all out to the car.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good deal.
I don't think it was MakerBox. It might have been, but it was a guy, like, selling everything from samples and partial spools to full spools. And I got some really... It might have been MakerBox, and if Alien runs it. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. In fact, you guys know Cinderwing, of course, right?
Yep, I'm a Patreon, so I can sell her stuff.
Me too. This is getting sold in a local craft.
I do not like where they put the wings.
I like it.
Oh, she moved it. Okay, good. It used to be on the shoulder of the front legs, and I hated that.
No, I hate. Yeah, that would be horrible. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a purple with like translucent blue in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really slick filament. Some of the stuff that I got.
Nice.
Yeah, but I don't know how much to sell the. I also have a Patreon. I don't know how much to sell this stuff for. I'm thinking like maybe like $25. But
I've been selling mine the full sizes between $50 to $80.
wow.
But
Yeah.
I also do filament swaps and everything else as I'm printing them.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
mainly
you got
doing.
your shipping costs, which are usually suck.
I do not ship. I only sell person to person.
Okay.
Mainly what I'm doing is I put a little. Of course, you have to put the attribution tag on it.
Yes.
But I do that.
I've been pulling her models into Fusion and embossing her logo on the bottom of them.
Here, Tom Llama, go make these. Go get the ingredients to make these.
I like that.
Surprise brownies. You never know what you're getting.
But mainly what I do is I do it just for awareness for 3D printing and just to get stuff out for people so they can get their hands on it and see what it's like.
The last 6 of them I printed, I actually gave away for free.
Yeah.
See you, Llama.
Same here. My wife works in a hospital, and some of the doctors there are weird.
Doctors in general are weird.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll show off something. This is something that I pulled a couple models off of Thingiverse a while ago and combined them and added a keychain loop to it. And this is here. I got to remove the supports, but this is printed in TPU, and it's for cardiology.
Anything keychain needs to be flexible in my eyes.
Yeah, it's for not a cardiologist, but same thing for like lungs and stuff. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little keychain. It's lungs with feet with a little trachea even.
Oh.
And, these, I don't know why, people love these. Like, there's doctors in Germany asking for them.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I don't know. But I've printed my Fucos because it has a direct drive. And it has a really long heat break in it. It uses a volcano heat break. It prints TPU like a boss. And I've been, most of its life has been printing just these.
So the Focus is my secondary that I use. I have 2 Focus Odins and 1 Smart, and I don't use the Smart because it's broken. But my Odins, I print TPU on those, and it is comparable to printing with my Chimera.
Yeah. It is a beast for printing TPU, and I got it for $89 as an Amazon return.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a question for Tim.
Yes.
I was talking to Richard about this before the live stream. Now, yesterday I went live. I had OBS in the background, and then I was running it through StreamYard, which I shouldn't have because it was only 720p, and I wasn't going to have any guests on. Where if I was in OBS, I could have been in 1080p by itself going live, but I didn't go through and make sure everything was set up right. By the time the printer got here, I didn't have everything ready to go in the background. He's using that device like you have, and he's using another program to go live with, which I don't remember what he called it, but he wasn't using OBS to go live with.
Oh, I don't remember what he goes live with.
So there's StreamYard and Restream.
I think it's Restream.
I thought it was
and he's using an A10 Mini for switching cameras and stuff.
because I thought it was a device he was using. He said he was using that to go live with that device.
Yeah, you can go live right through the ATEM. You don't even have to have a computer.
And that's the mixer board you got with all the levers and knobs, right?
No. The A10 Mini looks like this guy right here. Right there.
Oh, neat. Oh,
Yeah.
Black Magic device. Okay.
Black Magic, yeah.
That explains it.
HDMI cameras. So, but you can also, and I also have it feed coming in from OBS, right? So you can do a lot of different things with that, yeah. And then it's all tied in with the Stream Deck as well. So
okay,
I'm having a hard time trying to decide if I want to get a Stream Deck or a Loop Deck, because the Loop Deck has profiles for Ableton Live, which I use for my music stuff.
Right. Odin, yeah, I don't like my Odin for PLA. I'm gonna try Flexi on it, TPU on it then.
Oh yeah, TPU. If you use a basic, actually, don't even use the PLA profile to print TPU.
To print TPU, okay.
It's amazing. Just up your temp a little bit.
I'm actually using a Ender profile on my Odin, and I've just changed their traction and temperature settings. That's it.
Yep. Ah! Dang it, lost bed adhesion.
Oh no.
And it was doing so good.
here, let me get you on big camera so we can check it out. We love
Cancel
fail.
print.
I see it moving around. You were so close too.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Lost adhesion.
I've lost supports on printers before, like the CR10, and while the bed's going back and forth, I got a glue stick or whatever I have, blue tape, whatever it is. And while it's moving, I'm trying to catch it and fix the problem so it'll correct itself. Because usually supports will fix themselves, even if it's in midair sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's what I hate about bed slingers. I'm slowly trying to get away from them.
That
It just, I'm not quite close enough for the bed. That's all that means.
the other issue.
Actually, I haven't ever washed this plate.
I was going to say, did you clean the plate?
No, I did not. And it's been sitting for over 3 months in this area.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the man from Illinois himself. Do we know who it is? Who might it be?
That might
He
be.
lives in Illinois. He used to live by Chicago. He has a red beard and he's got red hair.
Matt?
And he just got engaged.
Oh, Tim.
Ta-da! There he is.
What's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
I see Zolan's on here. Haven't seen you in a bit, bud. How are you doing?
Could be better, but is what it is.
I just figured I'm just sitting here going through updating like all my local network stuff, and I got a print going on the SV06 here for one of my neighbors. I don't have an extra camera on here, but I'm printing some cable management clips. So
I got my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon yesterday. I did a live stream. My cameras were too bright, and my video for about the first 20 minutes, my video kept freezing. But we gave away eight rolls of filament. The print went well, or the stream went pretty good. And I'll be doing a video within the next week on your filament that I got from you on that printer.
Yeah, those should fit. I think somebody told me the rolls have to be 65 millimeter width or less, and I measured ours. They're all like right around 60 to 62.
Yeah, the roll of 10, I think it was, you sent me. I have it now, and I printed part of my wife's Betty Boop. Here's the failed part of it, but I had one that was a good print, and it worked fine.
Yeah, I'm printing. I found my neighbor's like, I don't care what color then, so I had an old roll. I think I got this at Murph. It was one of Atomic's colors. I don't know which one it is. Let's see. It is their navy blue.
Bamboo spools are 65 wide right on the nose.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish like they had more flexibility, because like I know like Coax, which is one of my favorite brands, and I think even these, they're like wider than most of the Chinese filaments. So I see a doggo tail there, Jerry.
Yeah. Hey, fresh out.
Here's a pupper. Oh, Dad's talking to me.
I'll get them both up here. 1 second. Come here, guys.
Oh, there's the puppies. Yo, they're like Dad called us. Oh, of course. Here, mine's coming now. He hears me baby talking. Are you getting jealous? Are you getting jealous because I'm baby talking another dog?
Well, do I need to go take my camera and go look at the puppies inside? Okay.
Do you have puppies right now?
Oh, yes. We got 10 of them.
The Samoyeds?
Yeah.
Or Samoyeds? Is Samoyeds or Samoyed?
Well, technically, they are Samoyed because the oi sound is not a sound in any of the northern Siberian languages.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
At the same time, Samoyed is also a slur that means one who eats their own. So.
Oh, we dropped our dingo stick. Do you see him? He's like, Dad, you need to let me down. I dropped my dingo stick. He's like, let me down. I need to eat my dingo stick.
Raise this just a little.
Yeah, the little one is upstairs because he still gets into stuff, and I don't feel like keeping a super close eye on him right now. Like, he is getting better. So, but I think, Krista, what's Comet's birthday? Do you remember? August 27th, yeah. So, August, September, October, November, December, January. So, he's a little over 5 months.
Fresh off the printer.
There you go.
What are the parts for?
For the tap.
Looks like a Voron parts.
There we go.
It was almost perfect, too.
I love the smell of PLA. Do you guys like the smell of PLA? I just love how it smells while it's printing.
I like
You
ABS
hate it?
ones.
I don't. I mean,
say I
ABS
hate it.
doesn't. ABS doesn't bother me, but like the smell of PLA is just that nice sweet smell. It's like
ABS, I have to close and vent the enclosure. I cannot be around it.
Oh, we have. I mean, I've got so like a print farm. We've got two like HEPA filters that are sized for like each one's like for 1,500 square foot room, and the room's like 600 square feet. So like you can kind of smell it when the printers. We got like over a dozen running ABS. But like in my office, I've got up to 3 machines that'll do ABS, and like occasionally I'll walk out in the garage and be like, "Yep, smells like we're printing some ABS." But I mean, it doesn't bother me. I know some people are really sensitive to it, and like they'll get headaches and stuff. But like I don't have. I've never had an issue with it.
I get nauseous.
I don't even have any ABS or ASA, anything like that in the house.
No. You got that bird right there.
No, I don't even own any. Like,
yeah.
It's
Oh
never
yeah.
getting loaded into a
I wouldn't print ABS around birds. Like Krista has 2 birds, and those are in the house. We don't print any ABS in the house. We could probably print it down here and be fine because this is in the basement, and it's all her birds are all the way at the other end of the house. So.
What kind of birds does she
I wouldn't
have?
risk it.
Krista, what do you have? I know Opal's a monk parakeet, and what is Yoshi? Krista? What breed is Yoshi? Oh, she's typing it. I know he's some sort of conure.
Oh, okay.
Look at the size
He's like
difference.
blue. A turquoise yellow belly conure.
Fun.
Yeah.
Size difference is real small, but when it sits by itself, it looks great. But yeah, so far so good. I love the touch screen on it. It's like a cell phone.
Quiddy's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big machine. I saw your videos on it. I didn't realize it was that freaking big. Does that have a chamber heater on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously like we're in Indiana, so it's a little cold here right now, and we actually have to print. So like they've jacked up all of our electric and gas prices, so like that's great. So basically like we've been changing when we print big ABS parts to only when like during business hours, because like to heat the building and stuff like after hours is just like insanely expensive. Like I've been using this office downstairs in the basement more because I can keep the heat super low in the garage. I mean my gas bill went from like normally it's about $100 a month, and now it's over $260. So
Well,
for the same therms and everything too. Like they've jacked up the prices.
The guys in your office out back are running around in t-shirts and they're nice and cozy. Turn down the temperature and have them wear a jacket and save a little money.
Well, the print farm just kind of the problem is with the print. So the print farm, so the outbuilding is actually really well insulated. Like we did not cheap out on the insulation when we built it. Because I obviously know the importance of that. Like it's going to keep costs down, it's a little more upfront, but basically if the ambient temperature, even with the enclosures that are insulated, even with the insulation and even cranking the bed heat up more to just kind of put more heat in there, we still occasionally on bigger parts get, layer separation. So basically we're only running the bigger parts during the day when, we're having the heaters high when people are actually in the building. And then like the smaller stuff we can run overnight, even when the temperatures start going down. But one thing I was playing around with is they've got, actually, I'm probably going to order a couple. They're only about 140 watts of heat, which I think would be perfect for putting inside an enclosure. They're actually sold for like with chicken coops. It's like a flat plate that warms up.
Infrared radiation heat.
Yeah, so I was thinking about ordering a couple of them, just put them in the enclosure. Okay. Like, do you think that would be good enough to like put in an enclosure?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Because I was going to put it on a solid state relay.
We put 2 of them in each of the puppy areas.
Okay. Because what my plan was, because
well.
Marlin supports chamber heaters, so basically I would need 2 I/O pins, one for a thermistor input, one for a solid state relay output, and basically just have a chamber heater. We were going to outfit a couple of them because they're only like $25-$30. Oh,
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Rencore 3D Justin popping in. I don't want to interrupt you.
He's only here to pimp his festival.
I know, right? By my fest. Rumpf.
He looks
I'm still
bummed out.
calling-
He's
I'm
on a
still-
phone or something.
I'm still calling it Rumpf.
Well, his wife is out of town, so he's a little down.
Oh. So my plan was to order, because we got like most of the printers in there are running 32-bit boards, so we have extra I/O pins and stuff. So I was going to order, like, basically we got 12 printers. There's 4 stacks of 3. We're going to outfit either all the top 4 or just one whole stack with the extra heaters, just as kind of an experiment to see, because I feel like having just like the 100-watt heater, if we figure out a temperature, it'd probably be cheaper. Yeah, obviously it's going to increase costs because we're pulling more power, but I think it'd probably be cheaper to just heat the enclosures versus the entire freaking building.
So another thing you can do is they make dog bed heaters.
Okay.
And you can pick one of those up and actually put your enclosure on top of it.
Yeah, so it radiates up through the bottom.
And
that's the other thing I was thinking too, like, because the enclosures are stacked.
It'll heat soak the enclosure bottom itself, and then once that gets up to temp, it'll hold temp better.
Yeah, so that was the other thing I was thinking, because we have the 4 stacks. Like, would we be better off just heating the bottom ones and maybe putting vents in to basically connect them all? Yep. So basically, we just heat it and it goes up.
And then use the 5-volt Noctua fans to keep circulation if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I've got all sorts of fans. I got boxes of fans. But yeah, like, I'm trying to think, but it's only a problem like December through through February. So it's like, but I mean, if I can spend a couple $100 and outfit a couple of the enclosures, I mean, we already carry the solid state relays, so like we can use those to switch. If they're only, I mean, we could switch a 1500-watt heater with those relays if we wanted to. They're 25 amps.
Oh yeah, AC. But you don't even need that though, because if you're running on AC, you can use your home automation to just turn it on and off.
So I was going to do it just at the printer. I was just going to have basically, like, once we figure it out, then duplicate it on all the machines, because we can have it controlled by either. So I can actually, I just thought about this. We have pies on everyone. We could have it controlled by the pie. Because the SSRs we have will work on a 3.3 or a 5-volt input for the trigger, or 12 or 24. They're like 3 to, I think, 36 volts is the range, and they work. So I was just thinking, I was like, well, the 8-bit boards don't have any extra I/O pins, but the Raspberry Pis that are on every printer do. So actually, we wouldn't even need to change any of the printers itself. We just have the Pi itself.
Exactly. And if you put MQTT on the Pis, you can have it send you notifications if the thermal temps aren't high or right or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the thing is, I want to obviously use the lowest wattage heater possible, because the other thing that we got to take into consideration, if we're adding an extra 100 watts or 200 watts of load per printer, we're probably going to have to move around circuit allocation, because right now we're able to run. There's just for the ABS printers. There's 12 Ender 3s. We can run all 3 of those, or all 12 of those, on 120 amp circuit and be fine. But, like, for example, if we heat all of them at the same time, it will pull too much and pop the breaker. But once they're printing, it's fine. I think the draw is like 16 amps if you average it out, because obviously the beds are turning on and off.
Across the room from me, I have a longer K1 in one of those grow tent enclosures, and I have a Prusa Bear in a grow tent enclosure next to it. And I have them both actually venting to each other.
Yep.
So that way I can start the longer K1, get it preheated, because it doesn't have a min temp issue. It doesn't care.
Yeah.
I get it up to my ABS temps, and that will heat the enclosure the Prusa's in.
Okay, so the Prusa complains if it's below a certain temperature.
If I'm below 14C on the bed and 10C on the hot end, it'll give a min temp and throw in air.
You can change that on the firmware.
I know, but I print ABS on the longer K1, and I print everything else on the Prusa, and it just works.
Yeah, because I was thinking, because they
had it down. We were at negative 10 degrees in here, and I was printing.
Yeah, I'm looking at other stuff. Tim's. Oh, I thought he was about to I'll use this to heat up my my enclosure. Grabbing the torch, I was like, where is he going with this?
It's funny enough, I actually did use my butane torch one day to heat the hot end of the Prusa up enough to where it would stop throwing an air.
I would just update the firmware.
He's breaking out the pipe, and we caught him.
Hey,
Tim, you're muted.
Me?
No,
No,
me.
the other
I was
one.
just, I'm
Oh,
just
other
saying
Joe.
I'm saying I'm Canadian, but I'm not that dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, you're no stranger to the cold being in Canada.
Oh gosh, no. Although we're having, it's in February. February is genuinely our snowiest and coldest month of the year out here in Calgary. And right now we're +6, +7 degrees Celsius, which is what, 14, 30, 44, 45 degrees?
Yeah, so we had like,
Wait,
it was like,
It's
it was
colder
like,
here in Oklahoma than it is in Alberta.
Yeah, right now. Well, at least
Yeah.
down in Calgary. Yeah.
I mean, it's warm. I don't know. I have no idea where Alberta or Calgary is in relation, like vertically with
Right above-
us, but
right
we're
above
like
Montana.
we're above freezing now. But like the last 2 days, like we were like -5, -6 and stuff. Like, there's like ice forming by the doors and shit. Like, it's been a wild ride. And the thing I hate at this point, like if it's going to get warm, then get warm so all the snow can melt, because right now my backyard is full of slush and the dogs are just like, this is amazing. And then it's like, oh, you guys are
and then
coming
they
in. You
come in
guys
the
are
house.
coming in. Yeah, I was like, you guys are coming in through the garage. We call them garage dogs. It's like, you guys are garage dogs. So we literally, and it's a heated garage. So like they can hang out in there and kind of air dry for a little bit. We'll try to dry them off.
Yep.
But like, you guys are garage dogs for a little bit.
We hit -35 wind chill here, and all of our adult Samoyeds refused to come inside.
Here he
Yeah.
is. He has everything working this time.
Everything
Right.
working.
There you go.
All right.
And he's building what the hell are those called? The death
We're
racer.
calling
Yeah.
them PB Battle Racers for this event.
I like death racers.
Yes, I do too, but the insurance companies and the venues don't.
Oh my god.
If you want to have an event,
Oh
you
my
do what you got to do,
God.
Keep everything PC.
You're gonna run over somebody's foot or scratch their ankle, right?
right?
Oh.
Four hardnesses of TPU on the tracks.
Why? What's the reason for that?
So I'm in automotive, so tires aren't one hardness all the way around. So I'm thinking traction. If it
Well,
doesn't work,
aren't they
it looks
different
good.
hardnesses, like in this direction, not in horizontal?
Both. They're actually in
Are
both.
they?
Yep.
Okay. Because I know, like, on my
we
bike.
had this exact
Yeah.
had this exact conversation on my stream earlier.
Well, because I'm no stranger like multi-compound tires, because like on my bike, because I do more touring style riding, but I still wanted something for in the corners, so I have dual compound tires, so it's harder in the center,
Yeah.
and you go out to the sides and it's stickier. So basically, you got like
Exactly.
race stickiness on the sides, but touring in the center, so you get more mileage.
And all of your pressures in about 2 blocks anyway. So varying hardnesses throughout.
Yeah, so I guess it wouldn't be bad, because then if one doesn't grip, the next one coming up will.
And
You
the
know.
good thing
Exactly.
is if you look at it, so the red is 95A, the green and blue are 85.
Didn't you say you were playing with some of the coax TPU, or am I thinking of somebody else?
And the matte black is 75, and the shiny black is 6.
That's actually the
68.
one material, like one of the few materials from them. One of the few materials I haven't tried from them is their flexibles.
So it's a headache and a half.
Well, is it because it's super soft?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I know Ninja Flexes are a pain to print too. Like, some of the Ninja Flexes are super soft. Like, they have some that are like wet spaghetti almost.
Yeah, I have 75A, which it was a headache. 60A, I could not print on all my upgraded printers. So
Even
I
on a
literally
direct
had-
drive?
Even on a direct drive, because it's on Coex's site, it actually says it will stick to the all metal hot end walls.
Did you try doing an oiler?
I farmed it out to my co-organizer with a stock MK3.
I was gonna say Oilers have been great. I'm surprised I glossed. I realized when I was looking up the bed size when I set up the slicer for the SV06. I was like looking it up. I did not realize the stock hot end on the
camera is
SV06.
blurry.
Mine?
It's out of
Yes.
focus. It's not focusing on you.
The motor said something ass on it, right?
Yeah, it has the
Probably said smartass. It's adjusted edition. Yeah, it's not focused. Do you
Yeah.
not have autofocus on?
I do. But I haven't messed with this camera in
Shut-
a while.
You had it
Right there, right there.
Surpass
there.
hobby.
Yeah, that's better. When you get as close to the camera as you were, it would not. It was just all blur.
That's a lot
Yes,
better,
yes, we
yeah.
can't see you. It's perfect.
The one I have in mind before the Death Racers, the motors came from a place here in Vegas.
Right. Yeah. So now I'm soldering XT60s, and I hate doing it, but oh well.
Justin, XT60s, get your heat insert tip and use that to heat the plug, and then flow a whole bunch of solder into it, and then all you got to do is reheat the plug, get the solder liquid, and dip your wire in and hold. You're good.
Non-fam, where do you live that you get
I just
temps
hate it
that
'cause they move
freaking low?
around.
Like that's
He's in Canada.
Canada.
Oh, he's in Canada. I mean, those are like temps my buddy in freaking Alaska sees too. He sends me screenshots. It's negative 42. I was like, yeah, you can.
No.
No, I'm good.
I grew up with negative 35 as a common temp in the winter.
Yes, screw that.
Well, where non-fam is right now, there was a polar vortex that came down from Siberia.
Yep.
And it was supposed to hit the whole country. It shifted east. That's why we're so warm right now. So it
hit us.
East, and eastern,
Okay,
yeah, and a lot of the eastern Canada, northern
define
United States are
warm
getting it.
for you. Define warm. Because I feel like your warm is a lot colder than everybody else.
Well, warm for me is like right now we're 46 or 47 Fahrenheit, which is warm for February.
That's not warm.
For February, it
He's
is.
about
For
55,
February?
60.
I know,
That's
but
warm.
like, I mean, like, I think like warm. I start saying it's warm out when it's like 50 or higher. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'll wear a short sleeve shirt and stuff. Like, you know, yeah, we've been like, I've set like all my thermostats to be more aggressive just because like
Our
they've been
mail-
jacking all the costs up.
Our USPS driver flipped out a couple days ago because I saw him coming up the driveway on the cam, and I come out of the house in a tank top and shorts while it's negative 10 degrees wind chill.
Yeah.
Are you using a toilet paper holder as your spool holder, Zolan?
Yes, I am.
Tim, I just got a bunch of bamboo parts in the mail earlier, and I showed everybody what I got, and then I got this in the mail. Do you know what this is for? Tim's going to know what this is for.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of encoder.
Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said.
Like, because just looking at that, and there's how many? There's 5 pins on there. It's either
Okay,
some sort of,
Tim?
it's either a servo or it's an encoder.
Tim,
It's not for a printer.
Oh,
There
well,
you go.
that would have been helpful to know.
Well, I know.
It's some sort of actuator. I'm assuming it's some sort of motor or actuator. or
Exactly. It goes to my truck for the hot and cold.
something. That's what I was gonna say. So it's like it's probably like a servo then.
The reason I got 3D printer parts in the mail as I did, this came separately, but everybody's thinking you're a 3D channel. It's probably something to do with the printer, which it's not. So,
Yeah,
actuator.
yeah.
Tim,
I've got.
ride. Oh.
I was gonna say it looks like some sort. I was assuming it's some sort of something that moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flaps. Yeah, I got one last thing to do on my truck. I got to mount the switch for the light bar, and I've got the stuff. I just got to like move things in the garage and pull it in and do it, but I haven't. I've just got like a switch dangling on my dashboard right now. Like it's like isolated stuff. Like I have like a random switch I had from a fog light kit that just matched up with the pins, so I can still use it, but it's just like sitting there, and I got to put it on the dash so it looks nice.
I got train.
Tim, if it makes you feel any better, Tim, I'm in Oklahoma and I still have snow on the ground.
We have snow on the ground here.
Yeah,
Here.
dude, you're a lot further north than I am.
Ours is
Yeah,
melting.
we're hang on here.
I've got train horns on my truck, but the compressor, it's got a leak somewhere in the system.
I want to do that to mine.
They're louder than hell.
Oh, it's that. They look for here. Share screen.
Reminds me of
window.
one of my friends growing up. He had
There you
he mounted a helicopter searchlight in the back of his truck.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's right now. So it's just starting to melt. So you can see here, like this is looking down my driveway here.
That is actually what my yard looks like right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I go here, I don't have a ton of. I actually just reinstalled Blue Iris, but you can see like this was earlier here. Like,
So did you and your fiance build a snowman together, have a snowball fight or anything, or
no, we didn't. We didn't have that much. We got some snow. Like I had one time where I had to get the snowblower out, but that was about it. But yeah, like this is out back in the backyard. It's by our fire pit here, which I can actually, you can see there's little cat paws there. But here, where is it? Backyard. Let's see if these work.
Oh.
Yay! There you go. It'll probably switch then. Which I miss having fires. I really miss having campfires. So we have all like the neighbors and friends and stuff come over, and we have like big old bonfires over here.
Unfortunately, I did not get it on camera, but a couple days ago, our roommate, she let her dog out into the front yard, and her dog got smacked by something. I heard her screaming. I come running outside, and I look over at the power bowl. There's a giant owl sitting on the pole looking at us.
Wow.
The owl tried to take her dog.
Wow.
Wow.
Did it hurt the animal dog with the claws?
What we think happened is white Samoyed on white snow. We think the owl saw its nose, the black nose, and thought it was a mouse.
Oh no!
And it hit the dog and then flipped out because it was like, oh, that ain't no mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the friggin' you were saying your dogs don't want to come in. Like, I thought like the golden would not be as like all for the cold. Like Remo basically thinks he's a husky when it comes to snow and cold, and Comet just doesn't care either. So I was like, well, you guys both have double coats, so whatever. Have your fun.
Golden retrievers are as smart as your normal person from Indiana, so that explains that.
The smartest Tim, perfect.
So I was reading, and on the AKC site, they said that like the intelligence level of a golden is about the same as a shepherd. I don't feel like that's true.
Yes.
Are they?
A performance working golden retriever, one that actually is used for hunting.
Like trained and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
But
not by default. But not by default.
No, your average everyday golden that you can buy from your standard breeder, no, they're idiot. They're dumb as a box of rocks.
Yeah.
Which does make them extremely trainable.
Yes, he picks up on stuff, but like there's just like Remo, like you look at Remo and you like look at him and it's like there's thoughts going on, like you can tell he's thinking about stuff, and like the golden, you look at Comet, he's just like, hi, I love you, like
yes,
but, like it's just like there's not much going on in there, and Remo's just sitting there just like looking at you, just okay, you're talking.
We have one Samoyed in our house that is about we think he's about as smart as your average golden retriever.
Yeah, they're great dogs. We had one growing up, and like it's cool to see the dynamic because basically Comet just follows Remo. So like he just follows Remo. Like Remo goes outside, he goes outside. Like Remo comes to us, he comes to us. They're little buddies. I mean, and they love playing. Like Remo loves playing with other dogs. So like they just, you just sit like just hours. They'll just be wrestling with each other, throwing each other on the ground, and that's just. And eventually they'll crash. And then they'll come back, and then they'll crash, and they'll come back. It's like just nonstop. Oh, here's what kind of dog is that?
I have no idea. He needs a haircut.
I just bumped my speed.
It looks like one of those. It looks like one of those crusty white dogs, but in a gray version.
He's got poodle and Shih Tzu in him and stuff.
Yeah. Do you guys ever see like the memes and stuff for like the crusty white dogs?
That is beautiful, Jerry.
My first
ever
came out
good.
On the Bamboo Labs. I downloaded the file off printables.
Is that our in the nude for the skin color?
The skin color is from TH3D.
Yeah, that came out really nice.
When I done it the first time, I printed this twice. When I done it the first time, I didn't realize it was going to do it, but the bottom layer is black, and then it prints every other color. Well, when it does the next layer, it reprints everything. So as soon as it started going black again, it's like, what in the hell's wrong with it? I stopped the print. Then I realized it keeps reprinting each layer as it builds its thickness.
Do they use a purge tower too?
Yeah,
do they use
kids did?
Yes, it had a little tiny one. It was maybe not very. Here, I'll show you.
I just sold my Palette 2S Pro because I never used it.
Yeah,
it's the purge tower for this file.
Yep. It worked for the record. My Palette 2S Pro worked great. I don't do anything that's multi-material. I'm
you just have filament with multicolor.
I have a Palette 2S over there Pro that I need to get working because I want multicolor printing bad.
They work well. Like the 2S Pro, like the one was janky.
Is garbage.
So that's what was weird. Like I saw like the 2 and the 2S, they were. I've owned both of them. So the 2S, the 2 S I gave to one of my old employees. And then the 2S Pro I sold to one of my old employees about a month ago because I was like, it's cool, but he's going to use it. I don't have any use for it. There you go. Eat those. I love Smarties. There you go. That's the other one. That's a dual color one we sent you.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know how you like it. That's one of the matte ones. Yeah.
Hey Tim, if you ever need somebody to test out filament,
red green.
I already asked him. I still haven't seen anything.
That's a Krista question. I mean, we do have affiliate stuff, so if you guys are looking to promote our stuff, we're always open.
You know I do. I constantly promote TH3D.
Yeah, Krista's in our thing. So we actually have a person now that handles all the affiliate stuff and people we work with for marketing things.
When people
I'm assuming that was at th3d.com.
More than one Smartie. If you have a big
th3dstudio.com.
If you have a big order with TH3D, they should include more than one Smartie. No, I didn't. And Tim
you could put a note in there. They'll give you extra candy if you ask.
Okay.
So they also, if we have extra goodies and stuff, if there's a big order, they do typically throw extra things in there. It's just whether we have extra stuff or not. So when I ordered that huge stack of flex beds from you, your guys threw in a whole bunch of extra stickers and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they have fun with it.
Hey,
we also
at one
point, oh my God, somebody sent in the funniest ticket. I don't know if I still have it, but we had like a bag of 100 fake cockroaches, and we hit them in random product boxes.
Nice.
And someone's wife opened it and freaked out and threw the box across the room when it fell out. It fell out of the easy put in the easy plug box, and she opened it and it fell out and she freaked out and they were like, yeah, that was funny. My wife literally freaked out. I just heard screaming from the other room.
Actually, with their milk chocolate cockroaches.
What about chocolate cockroaches?
Had milk chocolate cockroaches. Just imagine how many people would look at that and actually eat it.
Nope. I'm not about those weird foods. Chris would probably eat something like that. We also have a jumping spider that lives in our office here. I don't know where he's at.
Hey, now you need to treat your jumping spiders well because they drive off other spiders.
I know. That's why we let him in. He was on my printer here, and I put him up on the windowsill up there. We call him. His name's Fred, and he's kind of cute. I had him on my hand earlier.
When I work at my desktop in the house, I have one that'll come down and sit on my keyboard while I'm typing.
Yeah, he just kind of floats around. I didn't want him getting caught in the printer's mechanicals, and he was crawling up in there. And I was I got him on my hand. I was like, here, go up on the little windowsill up here.
By the way, you can 3D print them little tiny houses, and they'll actually move into them.
Will they? That's kind of cute.
Yes,
that is cool.
I mean, the jumping spiders, now that I looked up, it's one of they call it the bold jumping spiders, the kind that we have here. And I was like, he can stay. I was like, and I see he's killed other spiders in the room here and other bugs. I was like, if he's taking care of the bugs, I don't care if there's I got to clean some cobwebs down once in a while.
Jumping spiders are awesome.
From what I understand, this species, they don't build many webs. They are more active hunters, which is kind of cool.
Yes.
So,
most jumping spiders, if you see them building webs, that's normally a girl and she's getting ready to have eggs.
Yeah, I think this one's a boy because he's fairly he's probably about this big. So.
Yeah, it's probably a boy then. And the problem is they don't live long. They're
it's a year
really
tops.
Short...
I read anywhere from 6 months, and in captivity, if you have them in a little terrarium stuff, up to 3 years is the record, but it's on average of 1 year, which is kind of sad because I was like, oh, I can make them a little terrarium, it'd be so cute. I have a little spider on my desk.
There are 4 or 5 different jumping spider people on TikTok that I follow.
Yeah, Krista watches them, and she was saw him, and she was forgot. I was like, Krista, it's just a jumping spider. He's fine. He's harmless to us.
Yep.
And he's got these cool emerald green little what are they the cochleas
nice.
Or whatever they're called, they're an emerald green. I was like, he's really cool. I was looking at him, I was like, he's so cool looking. He's kind of cute with his little eyes and everything.
And they'll follow you around.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'd be fine if he just chilled here. I just didn't want him climbing the printer because I was adjusting the Z offset on here, and I put my hand up on the top right of the printer. All of a sudden, I thought like a fuzzy fell down. I was like, oh, it's a spider. He was just chilling on top of the printer. I was like, and they tried running up in where the belt goes. I was like, no, I got to grab you. I don't want you getting crushed. I was like, I don't want spider guts in the printer, and like, I want to keep them around.
Put a note on your door if any of your employees come in the house. Don't kill Fred.
Yeah. No, they're aware of Fred. We also have like there's a chipmunk that they befriended out the shop named Marcus. So we got like random wildlife.
Somebody dumped 3 more cats near my property, so now they live on our house.
Oh my god, I hate the ferals around here. Oh my god, they piss all over my porch. They pissed all over my fucking. Oh my god, I hate cat piss. Is if you ask me what smell I hate worse in the world, it's cat piss. I cannot stand it.
Our ferals, thankfully, I actually watch them. They will walk off into the property a ways and then do their business and come back.
Oh no, there's like on the camera on my front porch, like Krista was out on the front porch, like, I smell cat pee. I was like, yeah, there's this black one that comes and sprays all over our bushes. It's like, oh my god.
Oh,
like,
spraying. Yeah, spraying. The toms. If you have a tom and a bunch of females
do you ever
around.
See those? Do you ever see those things? They're called scats, and they go on top of a can of compressed air and some motion. So I kind of want to put some of those in the bushes out front because one, hopefully it'll keep them away, and two, it'd be hilarious. Just watch like this feral cat just come out of the bush, go to spray, and just get like a shot of compressed air and go flying because they're gonna take off.
There's another one that uses a reservoir like a Nerf gun.
Okay.
And it literally, you fill it with water and you pump it up, and then it has a motion sensor on it.
And
when something yep.
We have because we don't let the cats most of the time. If we used to let them sleep in the bedroom with us, but then they just
Richard. It's not a problem if the cat's eating the cilantro because I won't eat cat.
No, so we don't let the cats they do their 3 a.m. crazies or whatever. They just are making too much noise and they keep us up, so we don't let them in the bedroom.
They're nocturnal.
So to the way otherwise, and the thing is, I have these. It's called a scat mat. It's just has like when you touch a doorknob, there's like a static shock you get.
Yep.
So we set that in front of the door because otherwise they sit there and bang on the door all night long. It sounds like there's a herd of zombies outside my bedroom door. But it's funny because they all know what it is. They will not get near it anymore, which is good because but when we first put it down and they didn't know what it was, you'd hear him step on it and then you'd hear a cat go flying down the hallway. Oh my god.
We had a problem with our cats trying to jump, our indoor cats trying to jump up on the kitchen counter.
Yeah.
So my wife took a cookie sheet, put a little bit of water across the whole cookie sheet, and then had it balanced so only it had just enough weight to stay on the counter.
And so they
jumped on the counter, launched the cookie sheet, water everywhere. That cat never will jump on the counter again.
Yeah.
Jerry.
No, we have one of those. One of our cats.
Okay.
Yeah, one of our cats. I thought we were gonna have to rehome him because he started marking in the house, and that's a line that's nope. So we set up a room.
Ostracized our cats from the bedroom because when I got sick, I didn't get the litter box changed quick enough, and they protested by peeing on our bed.
So Diesel, our one cat, he's on kitty Prozac now because he was marking outside and he's finally fine now. But we have, it's a 3-bedroom house, so we had an extra bedroom, so we basically set up one room with cat stuff, his own box, his own food, his own water, and he was in there for a good month trying to basically reintroduce him to the house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he still wasn't having it, so we put him on the Prozac. So basically he was in there for about 2 months, give him a month to get the Prozac in his system, and he's finally been fine. But he peed, so we had just bought a brand new mattress, bought a new down comforter from Costco, new sheets, and he pissed all over it. It had been in the room for 5 hours, and I went in. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Now, luckily, I bought a mattress protector because I have animals, so it didn't ruin the mattress. But I was like, "I'm gonna kill you! You little furry bastard!" But yeah, he's finally good. But yeah, cat pee, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. If you want to drive me nuts,
allergic to cats.
I'm
my
allergic.
wife is allergic to cats, so that smell will actually trigger her allergies.
Yeah, I'm at the point where once these all die off, I'm fine not having cats for a little while. And if we do, it's only gonna be like
I
one
didn't
or
want
two.
cat.
We have
I'm okay
6
with
right
the
now.
ferals.
There's a lot. We have too many.
I did not want indoor cats, but my wife wanted the Samoyeds to have a cat. So that way that because the Samoyed's prey drive, if they're not raised around cats, they'll eat them.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, our dogs are fine with them. Like they try to play with them, but it's funny because like Krista's cat Vivi, she's like this little 8-pound calico, and like she will. I've literally watched her go after Remo, the 80-pound German Shepherd. This little 8-pound cat is coming after her and like antagonize him, and then she'll like dart underneath the couch, and then she'll pop out and grab his nose, and like he's like oh, and then like my other cat Archer, like sometimes he just doesn't want to deal with the dog, and like I've watched him like back Remo into a corner. I was like, dude, you are like 10 times their size, and these little cats are pushing you around.
Lemony will go in. So Lemony is a way overweight cat. She's probably about 20 pounds overweight. But she will go into the dog's crate. She will go into the dog's crate and wait for them to come in. And as soon as they start to come into the crate, she's dark gray, so you cannot see her. Dog gets in the crate, she's on it.
Is anybody
Chris Travis?
College called Purdue?
Yeah, there's one. There's one. Isn't that right by us in Indiana? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Gatton has a live stream on at 6 o'clock every Saturday night, and he does CNC work and laser work and stuff like that. Well, his live stream last week, he was giving away a sign that he made on a prior live stream. And I entered the giveaway. Only 8 people entered, and I won it. And he's mailing it out to me on Tuesday. Here's what it looks like.
Yeah. The Boilermakers, I think, is their person.
I'm not familiar with Purdue, but I won it, and it's on the way, so it'll be here Tuesday.
Yeah, nice. I still got that Cantina band member head in my office. It's on my display shelf.
Yeah, I printed that when I first got into printing. I've used a lot of film. It's real thick and heavy.
It's about this tall.
Yeah,
like it's bigger than my actual head.
And anybody watching in chat, if you didn't see a picture, here's a picture you might have seen. If not, you can go watch this on the live stream from 2 weeks ago.
No. I think Chris is watching the stream right now while we're...
She is.
You're up on the stream right now. Yeah, you are. I will be right back. I have to use the little boys' room. I'll be right back.
Take care, Chris.
Yeah, I gotta run, guys.
Don't run.
Take care, Tim.
See you later.
See you guys later.
When are you streaming again, Tim? Where can people find you?
Tomorrow, 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. You can find me on hashtag DeWitt3D, DWIT3D on YouTube.
Very cool.
Oh, Tim, DeWitt, I sent somebody from Suze's streams, the jewelry stuff, to your site because she's in Canada and she wants to get some things 3D printed.
Okay.
So if she comes out of the woodwork and you hear her talking about me, that's why.
Okay.
She wants something printed for her mom.
Okay. Cool.
Have a great night, Tim. Thank you for joining in. It was nice seeing you. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
Here's a fun little fact.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We just hit 400 tickets for the event.
Nice. I wish I could make it, but it's just too far away for me, living on the east coast of Virginia.
I flew to Earth. Let's go. Come on.
Mick,
and
I will be...
Zach's coming. Try to travel with him.
I will be in Virginia City this year for the Samoyed Nationals.
I don't know where Virginia City is in Virginia.
Hang on.
Zombie Hedgehog. Hello. How are you doing?
Yeah.
How goes it today? If you'd like to pop in, Zombie, I can share a link.
Virginia Beach.
Oh, Virginia Beach. That's really close to Zach. That's like 15 minutes from Zach.
I'll be September 26th to 30th. I'll be in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay. Well, if you want to hang out, I'm about 2.5 hours north of there. 2.5 hours north. Yeah.
I am back. Hey, do any of you guys play Minecraft at all?
Did you get your booster seat for the toilet finally? Anyways.
My son plays Minecraft all the time, but
My
Tim
grandson plays it. I don't like it because I don't like the block aspect of it. Blocky. This reminds me of video games like in the '90s. I don't like it.
Really?
Satisfactory is way better.
I actually have Minecraft
I have
installed on this laptop.
So I have Satisfactory. I haven't.
All right,
I
great.
bought it. I bought it because a friend of mine wanted to play it, and then he just bailed.
That's too bad.
And I was like,
I
whatever.
can't remember her name now, but she uses Minecraft for educational purposes quite
yeah,
a bit.
we have I have a server here. The other one we played.
Oh,
lot
wait,
of
never mind.
users have
She
heard of-
won't work with you because you don't believe esports or sports. Never mind.
Wait, what? Am I missing an inside joke here?
No.
No, actually, it's something from about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I
Justin.
am lost.
Tim,
What, Krista? Oh.
Tim, what bikes do you have?
I have one right now. I have a 2010 K1300S.
Wow.
And then I used to have three. At one point, I had a 04 FZ6, a 95 YZF 600R, and then I sold the FZ6 to my buddy, and I sold the YZF 600R to another friend.
So you're a Yamaha guy, in other words.
No, I bought my first bike was a Ninja 500. It was 01 Ninja 500. I learned how to rebuild the carbs
I
and
love
everything on
Yamaha.
that.
Used to.
I got the BMW because I did work for a BMW motorcycle store, and I got that bike when it should have been like 15 grand. I got it for 10. So they basically gave me a really good deal on it, and I was the second owner, and they sold that bike to the person they got it in on a trade for, and did all the maintenance on it. So like it was really well taken care of, and it's got. I bought it with, like,
We've seen that.
I was gonna say I bought it with like 20,000 miles in. I think I got 38,000 on it now.
He didn't just do that. He's not listening.
Sorry, I'm
What's up?
trying to solder.
Never mind. I won't say what I thought I seen.
I appreciate that.
Was that another bed catching on fire?
Yes.
No, but he might
No,
hate me.
but my soldering iron probably about ready to at this point.
He was highly focused on his crotch area.
Yep.
No, it looked to me like he was scratching his nose with his finger, then it went straight to his
No,
mouth.
my brain was itching. I had an itch on my brain.
Oh crap!
He's like, oh, I'm live right now.
My only problem with Minecraft is every now and then it'll trigger my vertigo because of how they render the graphics.
Really? So
Yeah.
can you not do VR then?
I love VR. I'm in VR a lot.
I love VR too.
But certain things,
What do you guys play?
things
'Cause
like
we both have headsets hooked up to our.
But things like
computers.
Chat VR and all those other ones, the ones that do the fuzzy rendering of their graphics, that triggers my motion sickness in a heartbeat. But if it's crisp, clean graphics, no issue. Like Elite Dangerous, not an issue. And I constantly do full-on PvP in that.
Well, Jerry, I think I'm gonna hop out. I'm
Enjoy
starting
the
to
fall.
get stiff. I need to lay back down again.
That's
All right, Rob.
Take care,
Well, thank you
Chris.
so much for joining. I hope to see you again.
Rob
next
Mink, sorry. Names.
names are hard.
Mink is mink is
Yes.
mink. I understand.
Minky Nickerson.
Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Have
Thank you,
fun,
sir.
feel better, man.
Thanks.
And thank
Nice
you
meeting
for the
too.
donation for the Bamboo Labs. You'll be in all my videos with everybody else who donated to me. So you'll be in the credits. So my live stream yesterday, I read off everybody that gave me money. I didn't mention amounts. That's no one's business. But I mentioned whether it was YouTube with their 30% or PayPal, how much I took in from different platforms. And I'm still getting money from people occasionally on PayPal to help pay down my credit card bill on my new printer. And then in all the future videos in the credits, I'll have it scroll on the screen, everybody that donated to me and all videos I do on it. So thank you very much.
Oh, no problem, Jerry. Hope you have a wonderful night.
Yep,
Be
you
well,
too.
y'all.
Thank you.
Later.
I hate these damn XT60s.
Well,
I was gonna
Mayim,
say, what are you soldering?
XT60s, I suck at it.
TH3D over whatever. He sells filament, so you could go order a roll.
We do have film. We actually have a lot of filament. Justin, for the XT60s,
Yeah.
I have separate flux. I have rosin core flux, but I also have regular flux.
I've got a
Squirt some of that inside
okay.
the XT60, and then slide the wire in, then heat it up, let it get all nice and smoky, and then feed the solder and keep feeding it in. Keep feeding it in.
Because I solder
You'll get a
ahead
nice
of time, and
You'll
then
get a nice one.
Oh, so
What are
I
you
do
soldering?
that.
Oh, for the racer, you're soldering it for?
I fill the cup with solder,
Yeah,
and then I just
same.
heat that up and dip the wire in, and it's good to go.
Yeah, and then of course I've tinned my wires, so I'm probably 4 steps behind.
Oh
so
no!
it's
Don't
too late now.
Yeah, you don't tin them. Don't tin them before you put it. If you're doing it, I just strip bare
Everything I
wire.
do-
Put everything you do is wrong.
The reason why you don't tin the wires because then it takes more heat to get the wire to soak up the solder that you're pushing into it.
Justin,
Yes.
read the screen.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Let me know. I'll be around as I can.
Yeah, I just rebuilt my drone, so I had to. I like literally a couple weeks ago I had to solder XT60s.
I hate them.
Dude,
Flux is your friend. I love Flux. Flux is magical.
I am in the process of switching the XT30s out to XT60s on all 28 of my drones.
Dang.
You're going from what, XT30s to 60s or 60s to 30s?
I'm going from 30s to 60s.
Okay. I don't have anything. I have my Whoops take the BT 2.0 connectors, and
I
then
hate those connectors.
I have no problem with them.
I got a work yesterday at my live stream. I dropped my vape pipe on the floor and I busted my
the glass.
Not the top part where all the juice goes. I broke it, so I had to go with another one.
Yeah, I am surprised like this. So this mod, I actually had to take the top off because I dropped it and it like pushed the top off and it broke some of the plastic standoffs. And then I luckily was able to take it apart and I epoxied the shit out of it. So. Because like I have another mod that works ish, but like the button is like you press it and sometimes it doesn't fire all the time, and like they don't make these things serviceable. Like
I quit using that style and I got this one here now.
I've seen those before. Is that a single 18650 or is it integrated battery?
It's got a single battery in the bottom. The top leaks a lot. I got to wipe it out with tissue paper. It tends to leak a little bit.
I don't like like this one is this is my favorite, the top fill, like just the top fill. I have a smock tank. That I can't get coils for anymore, sadly, but it had a button and it would flip it open. It was nice. Like this one is, it's nice, and this is actually it pulls the air in from the top, so this doesn't leak at all. It's great.
Yeah.
So Justin, why do you wear gloves?
I was just wondering that.
I don't want to burn myself, and after 10 minutes of the soldering iron being on, the handle starts to warm up. So.
Well, that lady in all them Chinese videos that's holding the soldering iron like this.
Or the stock photos where she's like holding the soldering iron by the metal tip on the board.
There's actually there are new stock videos of a guy doing it now.
Oh my god, this is great. This is great.
But by the way, Justin, what
Yes.
temperature do you have your iron set to?
What should I have it set to is a better question.
I usually do like 300 to 350.
I'm in, so it's Fahrenheit. I haven't set it to
Well, what is it? What is it in Fahrenheit?
700.
That's about where I sit when I'm doing the connectors.
Yeah, that's like 370. See, I have so like I think that handle is that like a cheap Amazon special soldering iron?
No,
he got the good
Hatcho 888D.
Oh, okay. I was like, it looked familiar. I couldn't tell. So I had the FX 888D. I think that's the best bang for the buck in like around the $100 iron.
Wasn't
Here's my favorite soldering iron right here.
I have never heard of that brand.
Love it.
Yihua is okay. Yihua is okay for budget stuff. The thing is like I've had even with like light usage, the Yihua's die.
No, mine's been doing good, but I have mine.
It's like
I also run mine cranked.
Yeah, the ones I have from them, like I think the only Yihua stuff we have left is a hot air station, and it was a hot air station and a soldering iron, and the soldering iron died after like 4 months.
The only reason I got this one is because Greg Maker Corner said this one is good enough, but if you don't get the haiku.
Yeah, the problem I had is like we went through like 3 of them in 2 years, and I was like, I'm tired of just pissing money away on these cheap ones. So, I'm just gonna buy the Hako.
There are some vapors who started with vaping and that's all they do, and some of those vapors don't use nicotine.
I smoked 2 packs a day most of my life in construction, up to 2 packs a day. Have trouble breathing. I was coughing up crap all the time. constantly coughing and gagging, even when I wasn't smoking. When I started vaping, all that went away. Of course, vaping is bad for you. It's not air. You're inhaling something, but I can breathe fine. I could run a marathon if I wasn't so fat, and I don't have breathing problems no more. And when I got rid of it, this improved my health 1,000%.
I was smoking 1 to 2 packs a day of Dejarum Blacks, and I quit cold turkey.
You had
Yeah,
to.
I did.
Right?
I never did cigarettes. I did a lot of hookah though, and then
I did too.
Yeah, hookah. The only tobacco I occasionally indulge in is like literally a couple times a year. I have a cigar collection. I will smoke said cigars.
Cigars are nasty. I've never. My dad smoked cigars.
Oh,
I never
no,
could handle
I
the taste.
can't. Cigars will make me barf in a heartbeat.
Oh,
pipe
you're
Anytime
not
I've
you're
had
not
one
supposed to
with-
inhale them, right?
No, just the smell.
Oh, the after smell I don't like, but like when you're actually smoking it, I do like that.
No.
And the taste. But I mean, like I always smoke them outside, and then afterwards I usually will take a shower, mouthwash, everything.
I don't want to be putting a big brown log in my mouth.
Are you sure about that? I mean, I feel like that's right up your alley.
Uh-oh. What's the wife up to?
Well, I think I need to do a raid. I've been on for 3 hours and 10 minutes, and I think I'm going to get off here for the day.
I'm
That's what
almost
she
done
said?
with this print.
Yeah. Everybody watching on Twitch, let's see, what do we got here? We got 16 people on Twitch. I'm going to raid over to Maker Deck, and we got 13 people watching on YouTube.
And it busted loose again.
I'll run my outro for YouTube.
You sounds like you
Did
could
it
use
again.
some. Zolan, don't you have Vision Miner laying around?
I do.
Yes, but I shouldn't need it with one of these.
Is that what material is that?
So I'm going to raid over Twitch right now. We're going over to
Is
Maker
that
Deck.
PLA?
Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'll be back next
PLA
Saturday.
on the Voron textured bed.
I put it on all my stuff, regardless
Please
of what I
like,
print.
subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Jerry.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. You should have came sooner. You could stick around longer.
I was in knee deep in updates. So
Thank you, Twitch.
later,
And
everybody.
on YouTube, thank you very much. You have a great night. Take care, everybody. Thank you.